What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Texans, Chiefs, AFC Divisional Round action, and Valhalla Sports Talk is here for it. Not much of a pregame tonight, y'all, because we about to get right into this bad boy. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series.
Check out the swag, y'all, below the video. I got some cool swag for the fans of both of these teams.
Redefining built Ford.
Swag for both of these teams. I got a nice three-time champion Chiefs hat, a nice Houston Texans hat, a Mahomes or a Stroud jersey. Both home and away for both of these guys. So too cool. Shout out to those already in the chat. Chinchilla Gaming. Sheila is up in here. Kevin Marshall checks in. Should be an easy game for the Chiefs. And thanks for doing this stream. You're welcome, girl. You are welcome, girl. Check out the swag shop, though, y'all. All right, real quick. Since we are at a time crunch, obviously, let's bring in this audio.
So, you can check out the latest scores in the checkout.
Swizzy in attendance.
Watch replays in the playground.
Swizzy in attendance at whatever they call Arrowhead these days. Here are your stat leaders for both squads, as well as a quick team comparison. I'll scroll slowly. And there are the betting odds according to BetMGM. Looks like the Chiefs are the big favorite in this one by 9.5. A 9.5 point favorite. Minus 550 on the money line are the Chiefs. Texans getting those points. Plus 400. The over-under for runs scored is 41.5. You see how the money breaks down on the bottom here, right next to me. Manuel checks in, says, what's for dinner? Sloppy Joe's, I think we're having. Hey, Derek Johnson. What's up, buddy? So that's how it breaks down. Here are the last 5 games for these two teams. This is game 1 of a doubleheader on the channel today. Game 1 of a doubleheader. And I thank you for being here. There will be no restarts anymore, y'all. There will be no restarts. Whomever is reporting these streams can eat a hot dog. I will not give him or her the satisfaction of a restart. I will let YouTube do their thing. I will let YouTube do their thing. And let the chips fall where they may. Oh, I'm not on the stream here. Let me get on there. Yeah, I don't want to do that. All right, y'all. I'll be here the entire game. IKOA in the house. Shelby Minnick is in the house. What's up, Miss Shelby? All right, here we go. Let's get some audio. Well, let me start betting. Tell me if that took y'all. There it went.
Game captain situation. Andy Reid, we've seen it. Him do it.
Right,
opponent specific.
So I'm off the mic
or
for a
for
bit.
other reasons. Not in the playoffs.
Enjoy the game, y'all.
It is a group that is earned this position
Enjoy
to
the
represent
game. I don't
team
really
throughout
have
the
any
entire
interest.
Playoffs. Chris Jones.
Any
Also,
real interest in
Nick
the
Bolton,
NFL
Travis
anymore
Kelce,
with my Vikings
Patrick
being eliminated.
Mahomes, Harrison Butker,
I
and
guess
James Winchester, who
I
is
could root
tied
for Detroit
with the
to
most
lose, so
playoff
we aren't the
games
only
in
team in the,
Kansas City Chiefs history
North without
for
a
long snapper.
Super Bowl
They all take a
trophy,
prideful
and
walk
I guess the
out to
Bills, so they
center of
can
the
stay
field, where the
in our
arrowhead
misery with 4
painted
Super Bowl
at the
losses.
center, the sign
But anyway,
of
enjoy the
class
show, y'all.
in pro football ever since Lamar Hunt brought the Dallas Texans to this great city in 1963. C.J. Stroud, of course, one of the Houston captains. El Shire, the defensive back, Aziz El Shire, represents the defense. Here's Clay Martin.
It's an honor for our crew to work for you today. This is our coin, heads and tails. Heads and tails, it's your call.
Heads.
Heads is the call. It is heads. They're going to defer. You want the ball. Which way are you going to kick? Good job. Stay exactly where you're at. Houston won the toss and will defer. Chiefs will receive.
All right,
Good
so
luck,
Houston wins
So
the coin
Kansas
toss
City will
and
have the football to
defers.
start the game. The Texans win the toss, defer their choice to the second half. And a reminder, we're going to check in very soon with Josh Klingler on the sideline. And let's go to the sideline now. Here's Josh Klingler.
Patrick Mahomes makes his way down off to your right, guys, down near the tunnel to come out, greets the fans in the end zone as they'll have the football first. Well, it's not quite, 45, 48 degrees that it was yesterday or the day before here in Kansas City, but 23 degrees here at kickoff. The real field temperature at 18. We'll keep an eye on the winds throughout the day, though, today. They've been very breezy. Right now, officially just at 8 miles an hour, but judging by the flags atop the stadium, I'd say that's not the case. I'm a left-right guy, so the flags at the top of the stadium blowing from our left to right. Meanwhile, the field goal post down at the far end to my right, the wind kind of swirling and blowing the other direction. So, as always, kind of peculiar winds
Obviously,
inside
I'm behind the
of
TV a
Arrowhead
little
Stadium.
bit. I need to
I was
get
down on the
synced
field
up
before the
still,
game.
but
They
this
are
kickoff
swirling,
is
but it's
insane.
still 30 degrees warmer than the Miami game last year in the wild card round. Crazy. The opening kickoff by the Texans, brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official health care provider of the Chiefs, providing excellent care for Chiefs Kingdom. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. Nico Remigio and Samaje Perine will take the kick from Kaimi Fairbairn, and it's a short kick. It will be returned. Remigio at the 5. Between the hash marks, explodes across the 30, spins off the 40-yard line, near side 45, gets rid of the kicker. He's at the 40, cuts it back, and is pulled down from behind at the Texan. Now he fumbles at the end of the kick. He gets it all the way down across the Texan 30-yard line to the Texan 27. The Chiefs think they have the football. Remigio was stripped at the end of the return, and Kansas City will have the football, recovering the Remigio fumble on the kickoff return, but at the Texan 27-yard line by Samaje Perine. Shades of how they started the win over Houston in 2015. Remember the kickoff return by Niall Davis. The Chiefs will have terrific field position at the Texan 26 for the first drive of the game. Starters brought to you by Club Car Wash, the official car wash of the Kansas City Chiefs. Joe Tooney.
Houston number 17 for throwing his helmet.
And a penalty on Chris Boyd, a 15-yard penalty, a 65-yard kickoff return, and a 15-yard penalty on Houston to start the game. And the Chiefs will have Joe Tooney starting at left tackle, the biggest question asked this week, or the most asked question. Mike Caliendo will be at left guard, Creed Humphrey at center, the right guard, Trey Smith, the right tackle. Back Jawan Taylor there. Wide to the right is Worthy. Juju Smith-Schuster split in right. In the shotgun will be Mahomes. Isaiah Pacheco, the running back. Kelsey goes in motion to set up a 3-by-1. D-Hop is off to the left side. And a running play, trying the left side, and a loss as the Chiefs start the drive at the 13, and they will lose a yard on an outside zone play. Tim
All right,
Settle
Chat, I don't know how
makes the
far
tackle
behind
for
we
the
are, but
Houston
it seems like a
Texans
long time.
at the right side edge, with the
we'll
Chiefs
see.
at the 14
We'll play it by ear
of
here. I
Houston to
might
start the
restart
game.
the audio.
Mitch, I want to go back to that kickoff return. The
Yeah,
amazing
John, it is
effort
what it
by
is, bro.
Samaje
It is what it is. Not
to be
shocking
the
to me in any
opposite
way, shape, or
returner,
form.
To recover that fumble, a key play there to kickstart this game.
Second down, 11 for the Chiefs at the 14 of Houston. Yet to play a minute. Mahomes will throw on second down. Throws in the right flat. It is incomplete. He was throwing to Pacheco as a check down receiver. Everybody covered downfield. And then a big hit by Miles Bryant. the nickelback for Houston, and Kansas City now 3rd and 11 at the Houston 14.
Seeing some man-to-man coverage on these first couple of downs, specifically Eric Murray at 5'11", 199, the safety, former Chief, lined up opposite Travis Kelce, may look to expose that mismatch.
Kansas City 3rd and 11, but in the red zone at the 14-yard line of Houston. They overload the left side of their defense who attack the Chiefs' right side. Mahomes in the pocket, throwing a wheel route right side and overthrows the intended receiver, and that was Hollywood Brown. He was on an out and up, actually, against Miles Bryant. So
yeah,
the Chiefs
we're
are
well
3
behind,
out
Chet. We're well
after
behind.
the electric 65-yard kickoff return, and then the fumble
what's
recovery
about to
by the
happen,
Chiefs.
and then I'm going to restart this
and then a 15-yard
audio.
penalty, so the Chiefs will try to get 3
and get
out of the first drive of the game. That doesn't even take a minute.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Chiefs, they couldn't capitalize on the huge return by Nico Remigio, but still can get points on the board. Things get so condensed down in the red zone early.
Harrison Butker will try a 32-yard field goal from the near hash. 32 of 36 in his career in the playoffs, and he nails this one. So Kansas City doesn't get a 7, but they get a 3 on their initial drive. And the Chiefs, at 13:58 to go in the first quarter of this divisional round game, lead the Texans 3-0. This first quarter is brought to you by GEHA.
Listen up, Chiefs Kingdom. It's football season. That means it's tailgating season. No one does it better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Elevate your tailgate. At Hy-Vee, you can find the perfect fit, from meats to veggies to snacks, at any of our 20 metro locations. From the best burgers, brats, and wings to Chiefs apparel, Hy-Vee's the perfect teammate for your tailgate, at home or in the parking lot. Let us enhance your...
All right, chat. We're going to try to get this bad boy a little bit more current. And I'll resync. Boom, 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 boom. No, back. Watch live. That's what I want to do. Definitely what I want to do.
With Club Car Wash. Club Car Wash. Join the club.
All right, so Chiefs with that
Some
3-0
days you
lead
hit snooze,
after the
but
big
not
punt return
today.
or the big kickoff return.
Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom. Ready to create the ultimate Chiefs super fan cave? This year, Storage Mart is celebrating their 25th anniversary with storage solutions for super fans just like you. Clear out your clutter and make room for all your Chiefs gear. Whether it's old furniture, seasonal items, or more, Storage Mart makes it easy to rent affordable and convenient storage space near you. Find your ideal space and rent online today at storage-mart.com. Storage Mart is proud to be the official storage provider of Chiefs Kingdom.
Mitch Schulter's back with Dean and Hughes, Josh Klingler. Kansas City gets a 65-yard kickoff return and a 15-yard penalty on Houston, but they go 3 and out and have to kick a field goal from 32 yards out to get a 3-0 lead. Houston, during the regular season, was 27th in defense in the red zone. But one of the reasons they beat the Chargers last week was Chargers had a chance to go up 14-0, but went field goal, and that 6-0 instead of 14-0 kept the door open for Houston.
Yeah, definitely not a recipe for extended success in the postseason to settle for field goals as opposed to touchdowns.
Harrison Butker will kick it off with the Chiefs leading 3-0. Just 1 minute and 2 seconds elapsed in this first quarter. Dameon Pierce, who is fast, is back to take this kick, and it's on the ground, picked up 5 yards deep in the end zone. It'll be downed by Pierce at that point. Let's give you the Chiefs defensive starters, brought to you by the Sheet Metal Workers, local number 2, training quality craftspeople for today and the future. A rested defense ready to go. George Karlaftis will be on the defensive front along with Chris Jones back after that calf injury. Turk Wharton will also start inside for Kansas City, and Mike Dana will be the right side defensive end. Ozzie Johnson is getting the start at corner, although Jalen Watson is back and active. Nick Bolton at linebacker along with Leo Chanel and Drew Tranquil. The safeties are Brian Cook and Justin Reed, the former Chief, and also number 22, Trent McDuffie.
And the ball's land on the 20-yard line because it landed in the landing zone and went into the end zone.
Very alert. Great kick by Butker. And a left side run by Joe Mixon. He goes right into the teeth of the defense. He'll pick up 5 yards on first down. Mixon is tough. 78% of the Houston carries this year. If you look at that load, second in the league. Only Kyron Williams of the Rams carries the ball more for his team than Joe Mixon of the Texans.
Been very effective for the run game. A great compliment to C.J. Stroud and this passing game. Joe Mixon has been very good for the Texans this year.
Second down and a long 5. Gain of a 4.5. They empty the backfield for talented second-year quarterback C.J. Stroud. Already 2 playoff wins in his career. Short drop, out route. It is caught by Mixon, and it's a first down at the 31-yard line. Gain of 6 yards. Mixon went to the slot and ran a quick out. McDuffie makes the tackle. And Jalen Watson already makes a presence in the defense. He'll run on the field.
That's what you can expect a lot of this afternoon. Joe Mixon trying to get him the ball in space. If you look back at that game on December 21st, I think that's where the Houston Texans feel that they didn't fare as well as they should have.
He has 14 career receiving touchdowns. Now Stroud wants a throwback, and it's caught at the 45 of the Chiefs. And trying to wrestle free from Cook is Dalton Schultz, the tight end. A roll right, throwback left, 34 yards across the field. And a first down for Houston at the Kansas City 35. Here's Josh Klingler.
Jalen Watson came in. That was good news. Bad news was Trent McDuffie went on that play as well, guys, favoring his left arm. He's kind of punching his left arm, trying to get it shaken out right now, getting a look-see from the medical trainers. They just put up the medical tent here on the Chiefs bench.
That is why the hit on Mixon is where the injury occurred. Ball on the left hash for Stroud. He's got Mixon to his right in the shotgun. Chiefs lead 3-0, but Houston now moving after a big play. Mixon tries a left side run. And a push by the Texan offensive line to get to the Kansas City 30. And a pickup of 5 yards on first down. Nick Bolton able to work his way outside, but now 2 first down runs by Mixon of 5 yards, exactly what the Texans want.
And Chris Jones took himself. He's going back into the game right now, so just took 1 play off after those first 2 plays. Good to see him back on the field quickly.
Second and 5, Houston trailing 3-0 at 11:35 to go first quarter. Now Mixon and Pierce are in the game at the same time, but Mixon is lined up as a tight wing. And Pierce will go on the right side. He'll be tackled at the 28 of Kansas City up the near side hash and pick up 2 yards. Chris Jones there to make the stop. It will be 3rd down and short for Houston. 3rd and 3 specific at the Kansas City 28.
Seeing multiple offensive sets where they're splitting out Joe Mixon. There's a method to the madness, trying to see if we're going to line up a safety or a linebacker on Mixon, who is just as good in the backfield as he is out in space.
3rd and 3 for the Texans. 3-0 Kansas City. 10:53 to go first quarter. Press coverage by Kansas City on the outside receivers. Nico Collins, dangerous. Outside the right tackle between the hash and numbers. Stroud to throw. Looks for Collins. Finds it on an in cut. And a first down for Houston at the Kansas City 14. A pickup of 13 yards in front of Brian Cook. And Nico Collins dangerous wherever he lines up on the field.
Looks like Shamari Connor was expecting some help on the inside by the linebackers. Nick Bolton got caught up in the mix at the line of scrimmage. A lot of space in the middle of the field for them to exploit and get the first down.
Collins last week against the Chargers, 122 yards receiving on 7 catches and a touchdown. 1st and 10, Houston at the Kansas City 14, 3-0 Chiefs. Under center is Stroud this time. Mixon will get it on a first down run, trying to dart left, but this time the Chiefs will slam him to the turf after a gain of 1. To the 13, Charles Amenahue, the ex-Texan, was right there. Here's Josh Klingler.
Looks like McDuffie's going to be given the go-ahead to come back in, guys. Looks like they went to the video just to double-check things. Giving back his helmet. He's running back on the field now after missing a few plays.
Ozzie Johnson comes out. A gain of 1 by Mixon that time. Amenahue wants this game badly. Last year, of course, tore his knee up in the AFC Championship game for the Chiefs after having 2 really good playoff games, but did not get to play in the Super Bowl. C.J. Stroud's in the shotgun, left hash at the Kansas City 14. Takes the snap on 2nd down and long. Throws that left side throw that's broken up and knocked down by McDuffie. On cue, comes right back in front of Nico Collins on a boundary route. And now the pass defense by McDuffie, the most in Kansas City Chiefs history in the playoffs.
Got both hands on it. Did a great job breaking on the ball, but that was a time where, Mitch, the Texans broke the huddle with 8 seconds left on the play clock. That's the effect of this fan base right now, getting loud as we hear on third down.
Third down, about 9.5 to go for a first down. They have the ball at the Kansas City 14. Ninth play of the drive for Houston. 3-0 Kansas City. On third and long, Stroud retreats into the pocket, scrambles to the near side, on the run, looking to make a play. At the sideline is chased down by Karlaftis from behind and tackled at the 12-yard line of Kansas City. It'll go as a 2-yard gain. It will be fourth and long, but they're going to bring out Ka'imi Fairbairn to try to tie the game. Is Stroud okay?
Looks like Stroud's coming up limping off the field. Used his legs a little bit more last week against the Chargers, which was a key to their success offensively. Going to keep an eye on that.
Fairbairn had an incredible year this year. In fact, he had the most 50-plus yard field goals in a regular season in National Football League history. He will try a 30-yarder here from the near hash to try to tie the game. Fairbairn, strong leg and accurate, ties the game. 8:41 to go in the first quarter of this divisional round game. Kansas City and the Houston Texans tied at 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
The College Football Playoff National Championship is here, and SiriusXM College Sports Radio brings you closer to the game.
He caught it!
All weekend long, SiriusXM Channel 84 is your home for wall-to-wall coverage of Notre Dame versus...
All right, chat. So the Texans drive the field and answer with a field goal of their own, and we are now tied at 3. Now tied at 3 in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. 8:41 to go in the first quarter. Let's see what Kansas City does with the $1 million football. I think I've been forgetting to move it. But there we go. And let's get it on. Thanks for being here, everybody. We got 161 up in here. That's the high for today. Please hit that subscribe button if you are new. Also, big deal. If you hit that like, it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know how to hit the like, you just X out of the chat. Click that thumbs up. And then there's a little line there that says click to chat. And it'll bring you right back to where you're at right now. But thank you so much for being here. You all rock. Thank you so much.
Is SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio, channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Kansas City fans, hear what Coach Reed and the players have to say after each game on the Chiefs channel. 8:15 on the SiriusXM app.
Three tie. 8:41 to go in the first quarter. And an injury update, this time on the Houston side. Here's Josh Klingler.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud limped off the field, guys, on that last play, as you guys had mentioned, and then got medical attention throughout much of that timeout. Then they hopped him up. He put the jacket back on and went and sat back down next to the quarterbacks. No one was warming up, but it appears C.J. Stroud at least a little nicked up, but looks like he's good to go at least so far.
Our sideline reports with Josh Klingler, powered by Google Fiber. Kansas City, 65-yard kickoff return to start the game, and then a 15-yard penalty on Houston after the kickoff. But the Chiefs go 3 and out and have to kick a field goal to go up 3-0. Houston comes right back. They stall inside the red zone at the 14, almost the same spot, with some good defensive plays, most notably Trent McDuffie on a pass broken up intended for Collins, and George Karlaftis chasing down the aforementioned C.J. Stroud. Now Fairbairn's kick is really short, and coming up on the ball is P-Ryan. He's got it at the 20, 25 at the 30, trying to wait for a block, pressing forward, and then push back at the 31-yard line. I talked to Andy Reid, Danon, about the special teams having all the screws tight this week. Last week, Houston blocks a PAT for 2 points. Big psychological play in the game, and then they also were able to block a punt in that game against the Chargers.
Well, what you have is an identity with the Houston Texans, and their defense is the leader of this team, and justifiably so. The special teams follow suit after the defense.
First and 10, Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. at his own 31-yard line. He'll be in the shotgun. He's got Pacheco in at running back. Little counter try by Pacheco. He goes right behind right guard Trey Smith and pushing forward. They finally blow the play dead at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 6. And with 4 yards after contact.
That's a great job of push up in the middle. Creed Humphrey, along with Mike Caliendo and Trey Smith, getting that job done. And Pop, who's a guy that continues to churn his legs when he runs the ball. Big chunk on the first down.
Second down, 3 for Kansas City. Or 4, I should say, at its own 37-yard line. 3-3 tie. Pacheco lined up wide initially. Now he comes back in to get the handoff. He's knocked down short of a first down after just a gain of 1. And so Kansas City will have 3rd and 3 at its own 38-yard line with a 3-3 tie.
Looked like they tried to catch the Texans off guard just a bit with Isaiah Pacheco coming back in motion, never stopped his motion, and then just handed the ball right off to him up the middle.
Well, Aruso Fatukasi made the stop. He did not play against the Chiefs in that game on December 21st here. So 3rd down for Mahomes and 3 at his own 38-yard line. Ball will be snapped by Creed Humphrey on the far right hash. Texans showing blitz, but they back up. Now it comes a late blitz, but a whistle blows the play dead. It's a false start on Kansas City.
Looked like might have been Jawan Taylor there.
Start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
He is a marked man for that. In the officials meeting, I'm sure they watch a lot of video, just like players. During the regular season, he had 6 false starts. That was the 8th most in the NFL.
Yeah, he is moving prior to the snap, and with that wide 9 technique outside Will Anderson Jr., the tackles have to focus on trying to get wide quickly. He's just a little early.
3rd and long for Mahomes now. He's got 3 receivers far to his left. Here comes a twist in the middle. Mahomes waits. Now he goes over the middle and overthrows an open Travis Kelce, but a flag is thrown, and it's back at the point of the pass.
This might be
late
hands
hit
to the head. I think he got there.
Roughing the passer. Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
See, the mic went out. The penalty is going to be on Will Anderson Jr. He was a little frustrated he didn't have a sack back on December the 21st and may be anxious here, but the Chiefs pick up a penalty on a 15-yard penalty, the second early in this game on Houston.
Yeah, he goes up high against Patrick Mahomes, twist up front, and then gets a little bit of that left hand into the face mask. Late hit, benefit to the Chiefs, 1st down.
6:55 to go first quarter, 3-3 tie. Kansas City with the 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 at its own 38-yard line. And want to run the flip bone play here, where they put 3 different teammates around Patrick Mahomes. You know about the wishbone? Well, this is a back is behind Mahomes in a pistol set, but then 2 guys are on each side of his hips, Kelce and Noah Gray. Running back is Pacheco. Now they shift over to that rocking L set. Play action fake. Mahomes now throws it right side, corner route, caught! Right sideline by Kelce. A 22-yard pickup on an excellent play-action corner route to the right boundary for Kansas City.
That's a great job. Well drawn up play. Get all the action in the backfield. The linebackers and safeties focused on the running back action and Patrick Mahomes play action. Travis Kelce slips right past him in the corner for a big gain and another 1st down.
To the Texan 29 specifically. 3-3 tie. Kansas City on the march with 1st and 10. Pacheco stays in at running back. Coming in motion is Noah Gray across the face mask of Mahomes. Houston shifts its pre-snap look. Now Mahomes on a slant, thrown behind the intended receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. Covering for the Texans, Derek Stingley Jr., the only player in the league that's had 5+ interceptions in back-to-back years.
They had 2 interceptions last week against Justin Herbert. That's a battle we're going to pay attention to all afternoon long. 2 physical guys with a flag down on the field.
Yeah, late flag thrown here.
There's no foul on the play.
That's why it's late. They pick it up. 6:14 to go in this quarter. 3-3 tie. The Chiefs have 2nd and 10 at the Houston 29. This Houston defense, again, is very aggressive and athletic. Now Kareem Hunt is in the lineup in the backfield along with Xavier Worthy. flanking Mahomes. Now Worthy starts to hop outside to the left. Mahomes looks that way. Now he wants a wheel route for Worthy. Makes the catch on the near sideline. He had a defensive back draped all over him. Worthy slips out of the backfield for 23 yards at the near boundary inside the Texan 10 to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, mismatch from the onstart. Eric Murray, the safety, guarding Xavier Worthy on the sideline. And that's a catch that he may not have made earlier this season, but getting more physical on the outside on the perimeter against the sideline. The rookie comes up with the big play. Ball at the 8-yard line.
It's first down and goal to go for the Chiefs at the 8-yard line of the Texans. They're going to bring it on an end around to Worthy, trying to get outside, and Will Anderson pulls him down with one arm. It is a huge loss. All the way back at the 17, a loss of 9 on an attempted end around. The Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery red zone. Download the Kansas Lottery Play On app, scan your tickets, and enter to win more.
Looks like there's some discussion as to whether this is a horse collar. I thought initially it didn't seem to draw a flag. They're not going to throw the flag there, but got crossed the face mask and pulled him down from the front of the jersey, so no flag drawn there. That's a big play by Will Anderson Jr.
An elite player, second down and long. They say 16 to go for the first down to the 18. Now Mahomes threatens to run. He will run. Scrambling right. He gets pummeled as he made the decision to go at the 28. Tommy Togiai levels him, and it will be a loss on the play back at the 18. The Chiefs had first down and goal to go at the 7-yard line, and now they have 3rd and 18. 3rd and goal to go from the 18-yard line.
Yeah, the Texans ended the regular season, or I should say 63% in the red zone and touchdown percentage. It's 27th in the NFL, but playing it tight so far in this game.
They did last week against the Chargers as well. Deep zone by the Texans. Mahomes now throwing late off pressure. He gets hit as he goes down. And he gets up, but he got drilled by Danico Autry. So Kansas City, after back-to-back plays of 20-plus to Kelsey and Worthy, 1st and goal at the 7, will now have to try a pretty long field goal here into the wind. This was going to be a 36-yard attempt with these windy conditions here at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Butker had a 32-yarder earlier. This is 4 yards further back. Again, 33 made field goals in his playoff career by Harrison Butker. And this kick is up, and Harrison Butker using that strong leg. Playoff Harrison gives the Chiefs 3 more points. 3:59 to go in the first quarter. Kansas City 6, Houston 3. And this first quarter brought to you by GEHA.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Excellence is the expectation at the University of Kansas Health System. Excellence is the compassionate care they give to every patient. Excellence is the expertise and leading-edge treatments that led the University of Kansas Hospital being named the best hospital in Kansas City by U.S. News and World Report for 15 years in a row. This focus on excellence is why the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs and the best care for Chiefs Kingdom. For more information, visit kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs.
Power, printers, fasteners, splicers, parts, labels, step it, cables, run it, cracks, seal it, darkness, light it, parts, wires, twisted, cable, brace it, outlet, grounded, switches, got it, all the fasteners, products. complex boxes. You need a raceway and more splicers.
All the electrical parts, all in one place. Gray Bar.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City's had the football twice, but had to settle for 2 field goals. And they lead 6-3, while Houston, on their first drive, drove from their own 20 inside the Kansas City 15 and had to settle for a field goal. But the Chiefs had first and goal at the 8 specifically after back-to-back 20-plus plays to Kelsey and Worthy. And they were also aided with a 15-yard penalty on Houston on roughing the passer. So for Houston, they're feeling like they did last week against the Chargers, where they could have yielded 14 points, but instead stiffen and only allow 6.
And you have to believe that Matt Nagy and Andy Reid will tighten the screws just a bit on red zone offense. Got to take advantage of those bonuses in field position.
The kick by Butker is deep and backs up the Texan returner 9 yards deep in the end zone. That's Xavier Hutchinson. He had the big catch last week in the former Iowa State Cyclone. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs 6, Texans 3, 3:59 to go, first quarter divisional playoff game. Stroud, who limped off the field the last time he touched the football, is back under center. Center is Jarrett Patterson in his second year. He play fakes to Mixon. He wants to throw it long. He throws it left, and it is broken up on an over route to the far side. Trent McDuffie against Hutchinson. And McDuffie's got his second pass broken up of this quarter.
And great pressure applied by Nick Bolton. Blitz package enforced, and Nick Bolton gets in the face of C.J. Stroud. But outstanding blanket coverage by Trent McDuffie. Takes a long time to cover a receiver across the field. A lot of real estate to cover. Top coverage man in the NFL gets it done.
Tranquil also brought some heat with Bolton. They brought both linebackers. 2nd and 10. Right side run. Mixon gets into the secondary near a first down. Gets hit in the thigh, but he's got a gain of 8 yards. It will give Houston 3rd and 2 at their own 38-yard line. Brian Cook made the good low hit on Mixon, but a big hole on the right side of the Houston offensive line.
It looked like Chris Jones slipped a block instead of taking on 2 gapping. They may have been able to slow down Joe Mixon there. 3rd and 2 here.
Houston's ball at their own 38-yard line with a 6-3 Kansas City lead. Overall, offensively, 20th on 3rd down was Houston in the regular season. They got tight formation here. Stroud goes over the middle, man wide open at midfield with the catch. And dragging 2 different Chiefs into Chiefs territory to the 47 was Nico Collins, and a gain of 14 yards.
And Nico Collins is a big body receiver, 6'4", 222 pounds. Not afraid to go across the middle. Pressure not necessarily getting home as consistently as we would like in this game against C.J. Stroud. You got to turn up the volume there.
We'll go to Kling after this play. Deculus is in as tackle over tackle. They go with a big lineup here. 1st and 10 Texans at the Kansas City 48. 6-3 Kansas City. Hutchinson sprints in motion. Under center, Stroud. Right side run to Mixon. This time he's pushed to the ground after a short gain to the Kansas City 45, gaining 3. Now here's Josh Klingler.
Brian Cook out at safety, guys. He was in on that hit on the last play to Nico Collins and took himself out of the mix. He's being brought over now to the medical tent. Jaden Hicks in at safety.
Remember, Cook missed the playoffs last year. He broke his ankle against Green Bay and missed the whole shebang on the Chiefs' rise to back-to-back Super Bowl championships. Houston, 2nd down 8 at the Kansas City. They put it officially at the 46, so they put the ball back 1 yard. Stroud's in the shotgun. Stroud will throw quickly, near side and behind the intended receiver Hutchinson. An in cut in front of Jaden Hicks, and that time Stroud was offline, incomplete.
It looked like Jaden Hicks had a chance, maybe on a deflection. He was going for the receiver. It's a smart play, but just couldn't make a play on the ball. The rush in C.J. Stroud's face is getting him to speed up just a bit.
Hicks had 3 interceptions in the regular season. Christian Roland Wallace comes in. Kansas City a bit confused on defense, trying to switch things up with an extra defensive back. 3rd down and 8 for Stroud. Pushed, chased by Chris Jones, spun to the ground by Chris Jones. He corkscrews him into the ground at his own 40-yard line. It's a loss of 14 yards on a sack by Chris Jones. And that sack means Big Mac sack, Chiefs fans. Buy one, get one free tomorrow. Big Mac sandwiches when you use the McDonald's app, valid at participating restaurants. And for Chris Jones, big-time sack coming from the outside shoulder of Stroud.
Chris Jones has lined up at all 4 defensive line positions so far in this short game. Takes advantage of a mismatch against the right tackle there. Titus Howard had no chance of blocking 95.
Former Chief Tommy Townsend with his 2 Chiefs Super Bowl rings set to punt it. Standing back at his own 28 to take the punt. This is not a good punt. Line drive punt taken on the fly by Remigio. Fumbles it initially. Now he gets outside at the 15. Trying to get a block, but pushed out at the 20-yard line. The punt, 48 yards, but a 10-yard return and minuscule hang time of 3.35 by Tommy Townsend. So the Chiefs with field goal on their first 2 possessions will take their 6-3 lead.
All right, chat. So finally, one of the defenses holds up. It's the Chiefs that do it first. They prevent the Texans from putting any points on the board on that drive. It's now Chiefs ball with a little less than a minute remaining in this first quarter of this AFC Divisional Round playoff game. Everybody got their sights on that big game in just a few weeks. I want to thank everybody that's up in here. We just finally broke 300 in the chat. I thank you so much for the support. A lot of places you could be watching this tonight or today, and you found your way here. So I thank you so much. Hope we have a good one here. Pale Rider with a $2 Valhalla direct super chat. Thank you so much, Pale Rider. Make sure to click the heart on that, y'all, to show Pale Rider that you appreciate him supporting the channel. Legends one and all, y'all. Legends one and all. We'll just hang out here on the main screen until the quarter change, and then we'll get back to that stat screen, which is obviously quite a bit ahead of the audio that you are hearing. But again, thank you so much for being here. I don't believe I am currently hid on YouTube. And we're just going to, as I mentioned, there will be no restarts today. We will just ride it out and just see what we can do, irregardless. But thank you for being here.
At ProFootballHOF.com.
.48 seconds left first quarter. 6-3 Kansas City. Injury updaters, Josh Klingler.
Yeah, a couple of them for you guys. First of all, Brian Cook's now being escorted back to the Chiefs locker room. Believe that's usually a sign of checking for a head injury. Azeez Al-Shaair, the talented linebacker for the Houston Texans, he'd been questionable coming into this game with a knee injury. He went into the tent. They brought him back out of the tent, and now he's back in the medical tent on the Houston sidelines. Also, they were taking a look a little bit ago at Mario Edwards Jr. in the medical tent. He's back out there, though, amongst the defensive linemen right now, setting up for this first down play.
Well, Shire, remember, had the 3-game suspension for his hit on Trevor Lawrence. He did not play against the Chiefs on December the 21st. Kansas City ready for its 3rd drive. It'll start at its own 20-yard line, right hash. Mahomes 2 for 6 for 44 yards to start the game. Long count here and a 3-by-1. Quick throw. Kelsey drops it, but he got hounded at the end of the route by Miles Bryant.
That was a perfect example of a true bracket coverage on Travis Kelce. Miles Bryant coming from the outside in. Travis just could not secure the football. Needs to work his way back towards Patrick Mahomes there.
Good play by Bryant, a former New England Patriot. 2nd and 10, Kansas City. Mahomes has the ball at his own 20. They're going to fake an end around. Now Mahomes throws it late, finds Noah Gray, and then he is absolutely smothered as soon as he catches the football by Neville Hewitt, the linebacker who was staying right with him. Just a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7 for Kansas City.
The Chiefs opt to leave the outside rusher, Danico Autry, alone, with hoping that he could be held by the Xavier Worthy fake. That did not work. He had to get rid of it to Noah Gray quickly.
Kansas City, another third down. Remember, they were second in the league in third down conversions. This will be the last play of the first quarter, and the Chiefs can talk about it. At the end of one quarter, Kansas City will lead the Houston Texans by a score of 6-3. And they'll have to overcome third and long in the first play of the second quarter. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
It's peaceful out here.
Yeah.
Oh, an owl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, chat. So we head to the second quarter. Chiefs with the 6-3 lead.
I think that's a winner of the $100,000 cash adventure ticket from the Kansas Lottery.
Oh, yeah. I hear it now.
You could also win a $100,000 Bass Pro shopping spree. CKSLottery.com for details.
Protect your family this holiday season. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. That's right, you can save time and get your COVID-19 and flu shot at the same time. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today. Or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Hey, Kelly. I love your Kelly Clarkson Connection channel.
All right. Thank you so much for listening.
The mix is eclectic.
Mitch Schultz is back along with Dane and Hughes, and let's go to Josh Klingler again.
Yeah, Noah Gray shaking up in the last play, guys. The medical tent is up on the Chiefs sideline taking a look at Gray just before the end of the quarter.
Hewitt put a big-time hit on him. Now Kansas City looking for its first third down conversion of the game. Kansas City leads 6-3. This will be the first play of the second quarter. And the Chiefs need to advance past the 30-yard line to get a first down their own. Samaje Perine will be the running back to the right of Mahomes. Feet staggered on the near hash. Working out a call is Reed Humphrey. Texans go back into coverage. Mahomes trying to keep the play alive. He'll run it. 25-yard line, 30, up the sideline, 35, and out of bounds in front of his coach, Andy Reid, at the 39-yard line. A scramble of 16 yards by Patrick Mahomes on 3rd and 7.
Patrick Mahomes has such a great ability to recognize things may not be flowing as efficiently in the passing game offensively as he would like. Use his legs to kickstart this offense, get a first down, maybe jumpstart things in the passing game and rushing attack.
People don't realize he's the leading rusher in Chiefs history in the playoffs. 1st and 10, Kansas City. At its own 39-yard line. 6-3 Chiefs, just underway, second quarter. Over motion by Worthy. They're going to run a screen to it. Near side 40, gets 2 blocks, 45, and pushed down as he gets a first down at the Texan 48. A gain of 13 yards. Orbit motion by Worthy, and then the speedy rookie had 2 nice blocks, and the Chiefs are back in Texan territory for the third time in as many possessions.
Yeah, excellent job by Juju Smith-Schuster and Peyton Hendershot out in space, blocking. Stalk blocking takes a long time to block for that kind of play. They're able to execute it to perfection.
Juju has been really good as a blocker in those situations. It's one of the underappreciated things.
He knows his role.
Remember Jason Avant here early in coach's tenure. 1st and 10, Chiefs at the 49 of the Texans. Now a running play. It goes to Hunt. And he'll batter his way to the Texan 45, gaining 4 yards. Daniil Hunter plays the run, not just the pass, and he was there initially. Got some help from Henry To'o, the second-year linebacker out of Alabama.
To'o leads the team with 105 tackles on the season.
2nd and 6, Kansas City at the Texan 45. 6-3 Chiefs. 13:07 to go, second quarter. Mahomes, shotgun position, takes the snap at his belt, waiting for something to open up. He throws it to Kareem Hunt in the left flat. He dives forward, trying to keep the play alive. He'll gain a couple yards at the 43 of the Texan. And an injury update, here's Josh Klingler.
Looks like Noah Gray's been cleared, guys. They give him back the helmet. He's on the sidelines next to the rest of the offensive personnel. He's not yet checked back in, but looks like he's been cleared.
Josh, is Cook still underneath?
Cook's still in the locker room, correct.
Okay. 3rd and 4, Kansas City. They just had 3rd and 7 on a scramble by Mahomes of 16 or 14 yards. Now it's 3rd and 4 at the Texan 43. Kansas City is 4 by 1. 4 to the right side, wide side of the field. Twist by the Texans. Mahomes is in trouble, sacked. And Will Anderson Jr. came and just powered over Joe Thuney. And a sack back in Kansas City territory, a loss of 8 yards.
Looked like this might have been 4-down territory had they not had a negative play. As you mentioned, Joe Thuney playing that left tackle position fared very well against Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter in that December 21st matchup. Just gets beat around the edge there. Really nowhere for Patrick Mahomes to go.
Adariza will punt for the first time in this game, and Robert Woods will stand back, the veteran, at his own 9-yard line. 11:41 to go in the second quarter. 6-3 Kansas City. James Winchester, one of the playoff captains, ready to snap it to Ariza. Ariza with the punt. Trying to punt for field position. This doesn't get much airtime, but it bounces inside the 10, inside the 5. It's going to roll into the end zone. Robert Woods alertly was able to go get in front of Joshua Williams enough where Williams could not down the punt inside the 5-yard line. So a veteran move by the Texan wide receiver.
All right, chat. So the Texans defense holds up there, and they punt. They get the punt from the Chiefs. It rolled into the end zone, so they'll start out at what? The 35, right? But in the second quarter now, Chiefs 6, Texans 3. Here on Valhalla Sports Talk, because I got heartburn from the beef jerky. Woods was my favorite Ram when he was here. Lots of Texas fans here, says Justin, 50-50. I think that might be more Chiefs haters than Texas fans, but it's just a guess, Justin, just a guess. But welcome to the stream, buddy. All right, here we go. Back to it.
Banks it home! Get ready from the first 4 to the final 4.
Let's go! Let's go!
March Madness lives on Sirius XM.
The divisional round continues when the Washington Commanders.
Daniels surveys, throws back in the end zone, wide open! Giambi Brown! Touchdown Washington!
Battle the Detroit Lions.
Jarrett's looking, throwing, end zone caught. Touchdown Detroit Lions! Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Commanders call on Sirius 139 XM 229. The Lions call on Sirius 83 XM 228. In the car and on the Sirius XM app.
No longer matter. There are no ties or moral victories. Only history, waiting to be written. This is Chiefs
on 20-yard line. After having field goal and punt. These punts going to our right, Danon, aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Under center is Stroud. Stretch play, near side. Mixon hits the hole hard. He's at the 30-yard line and finally is wrestled to the ground. But he looks at Nick Bolton with disdain. It's a 12-yard run on a zone stretch left side by Joe Mixon.
Yeah, good burst by Joe Mixon there. Justin Reed tries to rip the ball out. Solid opening play for the Texans.
Is an eligible receiver.
Mixon, last week, 106 yards against the Chargers and a touchdown. 2 times in the postseason, he has gone for 100 yards. Once as a Cincinnati Bengal. 1st and 10, Texans at their own 32. Chiefs lead 6-3, 10:42 to go first half. Stroud stays under center. They bring in an extra tackle. Mixon trying to slip to the right. He will not slip the grasp of Leo Chanel. Chanel hangs on, and to get Mixon down on the first hit is a feat, and Leo just did it.
Yeah, nice job by Nick Bolton. He won't show up on the stat sheet, but he got the penetration that forced Joe Mixon to have to stop, restart, go against the grain. And Leo Chanel, one of the stronger players on this Chiefs roster, brings him down.
He's been outstanding in the playoffs. Remember Leo's sack, Super Bowl 57. He had the forced fumble against Christian McCaffrey last year in Super Bowl 58. 2nd and 10, Texans. Stroud this time sidestepping into the pocket with time. Works near side. His receiver slipped and fell down. That's the guy they just brought up off the practice squad, Jared Wayne. He was making an out cut at the near boundary in front of Jalen Watson and slipped out of his cut. It's incomplete. The Texans have 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, good to see Jalen Watson back on the field, just playing a trail, 2-man technique. He knows he's got help in the middle of the field, so he takes away the middle, or he doesn't have help in the middle of the field, takes away the middle of the field, forces the incompletion.
3rd down and long for the Texans at their own 33. Houston, it's 2 for 4 on 3rd down. Snap to Stroud in the shotgun pocket. He gets free. 35-yard line. Scrambles right. 40-45 into Chiefs territory. Bounces off a hit of Jaden Hicks and goes down at the Kansas City 39-yard line. A scramble of 29 yards by C.J. Stroud. He had a big scramble in last week's wild card win against the Chargers.
Yeah, it looks like Christian Roland Wallace comes in with the blitz, gets clipped off just a bit in the middle of the field by Jared Patterson, the center. No responsibility identified for C.J. Stroud. He's able to scamper, use his legs to get a huge gain and a 1st down.
He had a 27-yard run against the Chargers. This officially a 28-yard run. 6-3 Kansas City, 9:12 to go in the first half. Back to the old school I for Houston. They bring in Beck at fullback. They run a lead, and Mixon goes right into the middle of the Chiefs defense for 4 yards. It's pulled down by Derek Nottie. So not real tricky that time by Houston, bringing in Andrew Beck as a fullback.
Yeah, they're going to try to continue to establish the run game, not put the onus on C.J. Stroud to throw them into this game or win the game with his arm. He's going to make smart decisions, and the complementary run game is going to be part of their offensive attack.
2nd and 6 for Houston at the Kansas City 35. Chiefs lead by a field goal. 8:32 to go, 2nd quarter. Stroud crouches down. 2nd-year quarterback gives it to Mixon, runs hard to the right side, and a curtain is thrown up as the Chiefs hold him to a 1-yard gain right behind the right tackle Fisher. Charles Omenihu was there, along with Derek Nottie, making a 2nd straight play.
Yeah, I don't know who's supposed to get this tackle here. Charles Omenihu just basically manhandles the tackle and pushes him into the ball carrier. Mixon was tackled by his own teammate, Blake Fisher.
3rd and 5 for the Texans at the Kansas City 34. 6-3 Chiefs, 7:55 to go in the 2nd quarter. Stroud in the shotgun. Kansas City shows blitz, and now Stroud loses the ball. The ball is out. Charles Omenihu came on the pressure to strip the ball from Stroud as he was spinning him to the ground, but Houston's got the ball. Shaq Mason jumps on the football, but I mean, Omenihu was there before Stroud could breathe.
This is a great job, well drawn up blitz by Steve Spagnuolo, and as you mentioned, Charles Omenihu gets there. C.J. Stroud had no chance to hold on to the football. That ball was on the ground for a couple of seconds before anybody realized that Stroud did not have it.
Fairbairn will try a 55-yard field goal. Again, he set a record this year for the most 50-plus yard field goals in the regular season. And this field goal is going to be no good. It is no good on Fairbairn's try from 55 yards. A risky gamble by D'Amico Ryans. And the Chiefs get a hold and field position.
Looks like the Texans are complaining, thinking that we were offsides on the snap. But a great job defensively, holding them down. Turnover on downs.
Field goal nowhere close. It was low and wide right. And Kansas City at 7:01 to go, 2nd quarter, will have the ball at their own 45, leading 6-3. This is the divisional playoffs on the Kansas City Chiefs radio network.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile.
See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Here, we've got our own state and state of mind, where worlds of all kinds converge under 2 T's and 1 lone star. Here is in the eye of the storm and up in the stars. Here, tradition fuels progress, and unity is born from proud individualism. Here, anything can happen, because this isn't just Texas Tech. It's what's next. And from here, it's possible.
Chiefs football is brought to you by the Kansas Lottery Play On app. Scan your tickets for more chances to win.
A missed field goal by Kaimi Fairbairn again set an NFL record for 50-plus made field goals in the regular season. Just missed a 55-yarder. The Chiefs 1st and 10. And now a long throw by Mahomes, throwing long and left, trying to get the ball over the shoulder catch, made inside the 10-yard line. Oh, now they're going to say incomplete. They didn't say Hollywood Brown did not complete the catch at the 5. And he is looking at potentially maybe asking for a review, and it looks like he did not complete the catch all the way to the ground. It was almost intercepted by Eric Murray.
Yeah, Eric Murray got his hand in there late. Actually, as you mentioned, could have been intercepted, but put his hand perfectly between the hands of Hollywood Brown to rip the ball out as he got to the ground.
Long incompletion. 2nd and 10, Chiefs at their own 45. 6-3 Kansas City. At 6:52 to go. Second quarter. Noah Gray back into the game. 3 seconds on the play clock. Mahomes out of the shotgun. Here comes a big rush. Pass over the middle, wide open at the 40 of the Texans. It's Kelsey. 35, 30, breaks a tackle. 20, near side 15. Stiff arms a man. He's all the way down to the Texan 5-yard line with a 49-yard catch and run. It looks like Kelsey in his rookie season. Playoff Kelsey's back.
Playoff Travis Kelce is back with a huge gain. Just a broken defense in the middle of the field. The safety came down, missed tackle on Travis Kelce, and then he uses that 35-year-old speed. 35-plus-year-old speed.
But the Chiefs have been here before. They've not been able to punch it in for a touchdown. Play clock is at 8 seconds. Kansas City leading 6-3. They have 1st and goal at the 6. They had 1st and goal at the 8 earlier. Pacheco tries it up the middle. He gets hit hard as he gets to the 4 and then slammed to the ground there by the middle of the Houston defense. Elshire is back and Daniil Hunter. They teamed up on the stop. Kansas City, 2nd and goal to go at the Houston 4-yard line. 6-3 Kansas City, 5:44 to go first half.
How about the Chiefs dialing up 2 consecutive plays to get chunk yardage when their offense has kind of been sputtering this entire first half? I like how they put their foot on the gas pedal, now with an opportunity to put 7 on the board.
And now you got to fill the gas tank and get a touchdown. They'll empty the backfield initially. Kelsey hiding in behind the right tackle as a tight wing. They're going to go on a flip pass near side Worthy, and Worthy stretches out. He's close to the goal line, but no signal yet. They ran that crisscross flip pass. The Chiefs are inches from a touchdown, but they do not give it to Worthy. Excellent flip pass. And Mahomes, who is a magician with the football, but the Chiefs are still a half-yard away from the sweet nectar of the end zone.
Yeah, great job. Misdirection, getting the defense to look sideways, not knowing who exactly had the ball between Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy, now just 1 yard away.
Kareem Hunt in the game. Kansas City, third down. Less than a yard for a touchdown, leading 6-3. 4:42 to go in the first half. Hunt trying to plow right side. Touchdown! Kansas City. Kareem Hunt, his fifth, make it sixth career playoff touchdown. Looking for his first win in the divisional round. And the Chiefs do taste the sweet nectar of the end zone.
That's an outstanding job. The right side of the offensive line. Jawan Taylor, Trey Smith getting the job done. Got a pull from Mike Caliendo as well. Just a good kick-out block. Opens the door up. Travis Kelce in the mix there, making the magic happen. First touchdown of the game for the Chiefs.
Big-time PAT try here for Butker into some tricky circular winds. It is good. And for Kareem Hunt, another rushing touchdown. And with a rushing touchdown in his first 6 career playoff games, that is third in National Football League history in playoff history. Kansas City 13, Houston 3, 4:36 to go in the second. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
I mean, I could talk forever. Gift of the gab, baby.
This is Mad Dog Sports Radio, featuring the one and only Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Can you imagine if that kind of thing happened today? I'd be screaming for months.
He's loud.
They won championships.
He's passionate.
Ratings, advertising, it's all a cesspool. You're not going to change it.
And he's talking football with you.
That's a football team.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed.
Anybody you ask knows I'm 100% right.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
All right, chat. So Kansas City, the first team to put a tutty on the board, and they now lead it by 10. We've got 4:36 to go before the half. Keep in mind, at the half, I will scroll down on this big stats page, and you will see the current betting line as well as the individual player stats for both of these teams. We've got 367 in the house. That is our high for today. I encourage you all to please hit that subscribe button to reward the effort and the work put into these streams. Also, hit that like button. If you don't know how, exit out of the chat by hitting the X, hit that thumbs up, and then there's a little line there that says return to chat or chat, and that'll take you right back to where you started. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Halftime fast approaching, and the Texans need to wake up.
Channel 156 and the Sirius XM app.
Kareem Hunt in the game. Kansas City, third down. Less than a yard for a touchdown, leading 6-3. 4:42 to go in the first half. Hunt trying to plow right side. Touchdown! Kansas City. Kareem Hunt, his 6th career playoff touchdown. Looking for his first win in the divisional round. And the Chiefs do taste the sweet nectar of the end zone. And the nectar tastes so much better in the playoffs, Danon. A 5-play, 55-yard touchdown drive. The Chiefs lead 13-3, 4:36 to go, second quarter.
We got the kickoff coverage unit on the field, and Brian Cook is back on the field. Good to see him back from the locker room. Mitch, with 4:36 left in this half, this is the key drive for the defense. A key stop with the Houston Texans winning the coin toss. They will have the opportunity to get the ball to open the third quarter. So a stop here is essential.
Let's bring up, too, that there has to be an independent observer to clear Brian Cook to come back on the field.
Yep.
This isn't the Chiefs' docs putting him out there. It's an NFL neutral doc. Good kick by Butker, deep and over the head of the returner. Again, the ball is not carrying well to our right, but so far Butker's PAT and his kickoff have been spectacular kicking that way. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
Mitch Holters, Danon Hughes, Josh Klingler, 13-3 Kansas City. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium revved up now. Stroud under center, bootleg play. And moving to the right, chased by Karlaftis and Chanel, and he wisely goes out of bounds with those two dudes breathing fire down number 7, C.J. Stroud. He'll gain short yardage. The snap was from his own 30. He gets out of bounds, gaining 2 yards in front of his coach, D'Amico Ryans.
And so far, the Texans' offense, 73 yards rushing, 67 yards passing in this game.
And 27 of those rushing yards belong to Stroud. 29, I should say, on a scramble. He had 27 last week. 2nd and 8 for Houston. Ball at their own 32. Chiefs lead by 10. Houston goes with 2 receivers at the near side numbers. Tightly bunched. They're going to run it. Mixon tries right side on 2nd down and 10. And he's held short of a first down, but he'll pick up 5 yards to present a 3rd and short. Tranquil there along with McDuffie.
Joe Mixon has deceptive burst when he comes out of the backfield. Good speed. You didn't see much of this, even though he was very productive with the Bengals. Didn't see this kind of burst from him in the run game. He's usually used a lot more in the passing game, but that burst can be deceptive.
He's in his 8th year, Dana. 3rd down and 2 for the Texans at their own 38. Chiefs by 10 and 3:21 to go in the 2nd quarter. Stroud in the shotgun, crouching down. Chiefs showing middle blitz. Stroud will retreat. Goes middle. It is caught, and a first down for Houston at the 49-yard line. At the right side hash, a gain of 11 yards. John Mechie, the 2nd-year wide receiver, made the catch. Drew Tranquil on the stop.
And Mechie had 4 catches for 28 yards last week against the Chargers. Needing somebody to fill in for the void of Tank Dell, who was injured in our game December 21st.
Mechie, a courageous story, overcame leukemia this time before he entered the league. 1st down and 10. Mixon trying to run it, and the Chiefs run blitz him and hold him to a 1-yard gain. Yeah, make it 2. He goes from his own 49 to the Chiefs' 49. But Shamari Connor that time ran blitz into the gap to hold the talented Texan runner on 1st down.
Yeah, these young safeties that we have for the Chiefs really do a fine job in the run game, communicate extremely well. A lot on their plate for as young as they are, but they come through with physicality.
8th possession today combined. All 8 for both teams have been in opponent territory, and now the clock will go down to the 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. But how about this? 8 possessions total. All 8 have been in opponent territory. The Chiefs, though, lead 13-3 with the game's only touchdown. The 2-minute warning powered by Ford. Build and price your brand new Ford vehicle online at buyfordnow.com.
Chat, 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning before halftime. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely would belt out a couple Creed songs in the shower if nobody was listening. But what is this song that I'm hooked on all of a sudden? There is a song out right now that I am hooked on. It's the group Disturbed, and that guy's vocals are absolutely amazing, and it really kind of touches on the mood of the country and the world, I guess, today. But very interesting, very interesting. It's by Disturbed, and I can't remember the name of the song. But thank you for being here. We're pushing 400 in the chat for the first time today. Keep the party going. Thank you for subscribing. General Thor will be proud. But 2-minute warning as we're chillaxing during Divisional Round weekend. I can't say the 3-word moniker, apparently, but here we go. Back to it.
We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
It's time to elevate your home game. Tamco, the official shingle partner of the Kansas City Chiefs, brings the intensity of the game straight to your doorstep with innovative roofing technologies and enhanced shingle performance. A performance that includes a warranty against winds up to 160 miles per hour. The first of its kind available in the entire industry. Make your roof the star of your home's defensive lineup with Class 4 impact rated shingles. Visit tamco.com/Jeeps to learn more.
Mitch Holtersbeck, Danon Hughes, Josh Klingler, divisional playoff football. 2 minutes to go, first half. Kansas City leads 13-3. 2 Harrison Butker field goals and a touchdown by Kareem Hunt from 1 yard out. Kaimi Fairbairn has a 30-yard made field goal, a missed 55-yarder that allowed the Chiefs to have a 55-yard touchdown drive. Elevate your tailgate. Head to your local Hy-Vee for all your tailgating needs. From meats to veggie trays to snacks, we got you covered. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. 2nd and 8, Houston Texans at the 49 of Kansas City. They are 2-by-2 in the formation. They stay that way after motioning a right slot, actually 3-by-2. A tight end and a tight wing next near side. Stroud in the pocket with time to throw. Steps up, throwing right side, and it's going to be caught at the 25 of the Chiefs. Terrific catch made on the right side by John Mechie. A gain of 24 yards, and 2 different Chiefs were there covering.
It looked like Justin Reed was trying to gesture like it was an incomplete pass. Not sure if there's enough that we can see if that ball hit the ground. Does not look like it hit the ground at all. That's just a good catch.
And Houston not in any hurry to snap it. That's always a telltale sign. The play was in front of their sideline. Now 1st and 10, Texan at the 25 of Kansas City. They're going to give it off to Pierce on a run, and he gets low but spins off the initial hit and spins his way to the near hash in the 20-yard line, gaining 4 yards. Nick Bolton was there defensively, but it looked like Nick had a chance. It was actually Shamari Connor that missed the tackle.
It just bounced off Shamari Connor. That's the second time we've seen Shamari fill that B gap against the run. Just got to wrap up there.
13-3 Kansas City, 53 seconds to go in the first half of play. Houston gets the ball to start the third quarter. They won the toss and deferred. Stroud ready to take the snap near hash. Pierce is his running back, flash to the right side. Stroud looks left, turns right. He's hit and sacked for the 3rd time in this game. As the Chiefs shovel dirt on Stroud back at the 30-yard line, a loss of 10. Turk Wharton, who also plays big in the playoffs, along with Mike Dana.
Yeah, great to see Turk Wharton getting a push in the middle of the field. Really no place for C.J. Stroud to escape. Just outright beats the offensive lineman, Titus Howard, right up the middle. Forced 3rd down.
Timeout called by Houston here with 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter and a 13-3 Chiefs lead. This timeout by Houston is brought to you by Van Chevrolet. All roads lead to Van. Visit vankc.com. Also, Tickets for Less. The lowest prices on Chiefs tickets and parking passes for every game. And if the Chiefs win here, it's the AFC Championship next week. Save big with the promo Chiefs Radio on your next order. Go to ticketsforless.com. Texans are 4 of 7 on 3rd down. They have 3rd and 14 here at the 29 of Kansas City. Stroud in a 3-by-1 look. Chiefs push the pocket. Stroud scrambling to the right side. Flag on the play. Stroud scrambles 20. Right side 15. Near a first down right at the 15-yard line. But pending a penalty, did they hold Chris Jones? The Chiefs were close to sacking C.J. Stroud, but he escaped.
Offense number 69.
Shaq Mason called for the hold. He had 3 during the regular season. He did not play last week against the Chargers in their wild card win.
Yeah, this is an extreme roll of the dice by D'Amico Ryans and the Houston Texans. You're in field goal range. You don't want to have a negative play. Thought maybe they would have opted to run the ball there just to try to get a little bit closer to field goal range with 30 seconds or now under 30 seconds left in the half. Now you've basically taken yourself out of field goal range here.
Especially when you get the ball in the third quarter.
Exactly.
25 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 23 for Houston at the 39 of Kansas City. They're going to run a draw and play for the field goal. Pierce coming near side. He gets across the 30 to the 29. And now timeout called by Kansas City at 18 seconds remaining. A gain of 9. Dare Ogunbowale was the ball carrier that time. And Nick Bolton held into a 9-yard gain. But Fairbairn, who missed a 55-yarder and made a 30-yarder,
2-0, please,
will try to get points here at the end of the half for the Texans.
Looks like it's going to be about a 47-yard attempt with 20 seconds left on the clock. The Chiefs call the timeout so that they may have an opportunity, whether they get a good kickoff return or if the field goal is missed here, to maybe put points on the board and then the first half even more on a positive note.
Fairbairn is 3 of 5 in his career against Kansas City, but he missed a short field goal here back in the 2020 COVID season. So Fairbairn will try a 48-yard attempt from the near side hash. 13-3 Kansas City. 20 seconds to go in this first half of play. Tommy Townsend, the ex-Chief punter, will hold. The kick by Fairbairn. Lots of leg, lots of distance, and it's good. And so Fairbairn lives to his reputation there. And the Texans get points out of the drive on the long 40-plus field goal to make it 13-6 Kansas City.
We got to see the wind in action there as that ball was pushed to the right, almost outside the uprights there, but went right through.
Are you a Chiefs fan outside of the Chiefs Kingdom worldwide, or outside of Kansas City? Chiefs Kingdom's everywhere. We know it's worldwide. And we're here to help find fellow fans somewhere to watch the Chiefs. Put your spot on the map. We know groups have come together in Cambodia. Not making it up. There's a group now in Cambodia that gets together every week. Register now at ChiefsKingdomWorldwide.com. So do the Chiefs have enough time? They have 2 timeouts. They lead 13-6. 16 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and Houston does get the ball to start the third quarter of play.
Had multiple opportunities for big kick returns to see if Nico Remigio or Samaje Perine can kickstart something where maybe just one offensive play, still got 2 timeouts left.
Fairbairn's kick, these have all been short. The Chiefs are going to try to return it here as Remigio comes up the numbers left, stops, spins, and gets piled on at the 25-yard line, but hangs on to the football. That's the most important thing. And he burns up 10 seconds on the return. So the Chiefs have 2 timeouts and 10 seconds. DeAndre Hopkins yet with a catch in this game. Interesting, although Kelsey just had his 49-yard reception, the longest of his playoff career, that led to the Chiefs' touchdown. 13-6 Kansas City.
It looks like the Chiefs may kneel down here, going to halftime with the 7-point lead. Don't want to take any chances here.
So Mahomes looking back at Clay Martin, and he'll go to a knee, and that'll end the half. 2 quarters of play down in this divisional playoff round game. Kansas City leads the Houston Texans 13-6. Art Haynes is standing by with the Hy-Vee halftime show next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Now, the Hy-Vee halftime report. It's brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
All right, Chad. All right. We are at the half of this AFC divisional matchup between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs with a 13-6 lead at halftime. Shortly, I'll take you to the stat screen and we will go over the current betting odds in this game as well as the individual and team player stats. One of these 2 teams is headed to the AFC Championship game next week. At the half, chat, what do you think? Who do you think that team is going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? Again, for your pleasure, if you are a fan of either the Chiefs or the Texans, I got some swag posted below this video, some affiliate linkage. A couple hats, some cool hats, especially that Kansas City one that has a rose and says how many times they've been champion. And jerseys for both Mahomes and Stroud, both home and away. So check it out. If you buy something there, I get a little piece of the action, a little 15%. It's never happened yet, but maybe one day. All right, let's get to the stat screen, y'all, and take a look. I'll refresh the game audio as well, y'all. I'll refresh the game audio so we get a more current version, quicker. Just before the half is over. The talk in the chat turns to weather from music. This has just been a brutal stream for new subscribers, y'all. Just brutal. I think we've only picked up 3. So I don't know. I don't believe, at least it's showing that I am not currently, and nor have I been hidden on YouTube. I think I made a mistake earlier. But we'll see. We will see how things proceed from here. I do thank each and every one of you for being here and hanging out with me in my misery. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I have no real rooting interest left in the rest of this season. I really don't. Probably the only thing I could be rooting for is probably the three things, I guess. Number one on the agenda is someone beat the Lions. Okay. Number two, I don't want the Vikings to be the only team in the NFC North with no Super Bowl trophy. Number two, someone beat the Bills, because I don't want the Bills to escape that purgatory of being 0-4 in Super Bowls until we do. And number three, somebody please beat the Kansas City Chiefs so we don't have to watch them in a third Super Bowl in a row. But that is probably my only rooting interest, and I don't feel very strongly about any of them. Ricardo Moreno drops a membership and Mr. Nobody gets it. Mr. Nobody, if you're in the chat, please say thank you. Ricardo, MVP, VIP, legend, baby. MVP, VIP, legend. Here we go. Stats. Oops. There is the scoring by quarter in this matchup. Kansas City with 6 in the first, Houston with 3. And then Kansas City answered 7 in the second, 3. So now we got 13-6 is your score. Here are all the scoring plays from the first half. I don't know if I can get them all in here. Let me move. Nope, that can't get them all in there. So there's second quarter. And here is the first quarter. Win probability, according to ESPN Analytics, gives the Chiefs an 84.2% chance at victory today. Sasaki. Man, I'm so excited about that, y'all. I am so excited. Theo, up in here. What's up, Theo? I am so excited about the Roki sighting, y'all. I don't know if you remember, but I said I wanted that more than anything else in this offseason was for us to get that Roki Sasaki and be able to watch him develop into a Major League Baseball pitcher. Many say he might be the best pitcher in the world right now, the best current pitcher in the world. And so who knows? But we're going to be doing a lot of Dodger live streams this year, just like we did last year, if you all stick with me. And I do have some big things planned. Yep. Yoshi, Roki, Shohei, they all hit 100 on the gun. We got Dustin May coming back, and Bobby Miller still sitting there, y'all. I hope we re-sign Agent Zero. I hope we get Jack Flaherty back as well. And we need a legit reliever, too. Either make Trinan the legit reliever for the Dodgers, or, a Tanner Scott would be nice. But I am excited now about going up there. The COO and I will be up there for the first 2 days after the full squad reports to just kind of hang out and hopefully record some content for the channel. And then we're going back up a week later, and we're going to see the first game at Camelback Ranch of spring training between the Dodgers and the Cubbies. So I'm excited about that. COO is going to get to sit behind the Dodger dugout and yell at her true love, Freddie Freeman. But looking forward to that, y'all. So we're staying at the casino for both weekend, or the weekend and then the 2-day stretch there. One casino, Wild Horse, and then the next one we're staying at the Ak-Chin Casino. And I've promised the COO an Outback dinner on one of those nights, and I've promised my son a trip to Twin Peaks for another one of those nights for dinner. So we're excited, y'all. We are excited. All right, so there's the money. The money, it's now still 9.5, the current betting spread in favor of the Chiefs. 38.5 is the over-under. And you see how the money breaks there. You see how the money breaks. Nearly all the money on the money line is on the Chiefs. With the point spread, it's about 50-50. Excuse me. And then total points leaning towards the over. Way leaning heavy towards the over. COO would rather sit on Freddie's lap. Well, maybe she could convince him. Reds fan here says HL. Hey, welcome to the stream, HL. Yeah, I can't wait to see my favorite Clayton Kershaw, y'all. All right, here. Kershaw will be the one that agrees to do a promo for the channel, y'all. Anyway, there's your passing stats for both Stroud and Mahomes. Neither of them with a touchdown pass. The leading rusher for the Texans is Mixon. Mahomes for the Chiefs. And then Mechie, leading receiver, 2 for 35. Schultz, 1 for 34. Kelsey and Worthy lead the Chiefs. All right, so let's get reset here. Let's get reset, and then I'm going to get the most recent feed of the game itself. Excuse me. And bring back in the audio. So, chat, my decision to come back on these streams and talk on the mic obviously has me getting my tail kicked here on YouTube. But it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. And I'm glad I took my channel back. I'll be honest, I'm glad. I don't want to be an antenna for these play-by-play streams. And we'll just see what we can do with it. We will just see what we can do with it. But I don't want to just act as a conduit to provide people that are too cheap to get the audio, their audio for free. That's not my interest.
Your exclusive radio home.
And I don't think that's how you build a community. So that's what we're doing, y'all. That's what we are doing. But here we go. Back to it, y'all. About to start the third quarter in this AFC Divisional Round playoff game. A trip to the AFC Championship game on the line. I'll be in and out.
All 8 went into opponent territory, and yet just 19 points. Ka'imi Fairbairn ending the half with a 49-yard field goal, and the Texans will get the football to start the second half. Travis Kelce, a playoff career-high 49-yard catch. That fueled the game's only touchdown. It was a 1-yard run by Kareem Hunt. But this drive here to start the third quarter, the Texans won the toss, Dean and Hughes, and they'll get, in essence, in reality, back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, the Chiefs defense has to tighten the screws up.
Chat, I totally forgot. I totally forgot to tell you all the saga of P.O. Box 666 yesterday, y'all. I totally forgot to tell you the saga of P.O. Box 666. I'm going to have to tell you when I got more time. But P.O. Box 666 was stripped from me in the last week. And yesterday, after much consternation and battling, it is mine again. But wow, you talk about a post office that is straight up inept. But here we go. Back to it, y'all. Third quarter.
Half kickoff brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs, providing excellent care for Chiefs Kingdom. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. Stroud running the ball. Now, the Texans don't run a lot of quarterback design runs. In fact, very few. Not like a Josh Allen or a Lamar Jackson. But Stroud is effective. Last week, 27-yard run against the Chargers, a 29-yarder in this game. The Chiefs also have to be careful with that element in this drive and any drive the rest of the game.
He's got 3 rushes for 32 yards, and you're right. He's kind of made the decision in the latter part of the season and specifically in the playoffs that he's going to try to negate some of the plays that he's thrown where there are 50-50 balls. He's going to opt to try to use his legs a little bit more as opposed to putting the ball in jeopardy in the air.
Butker has been good on these kickoffs. As Pierce is back to take this. This is a short kick, though. This is going to be taken at the 8-yard line, near side by Hutchinson, and the former Iowa State Cyclone with a good return up to his own 33-yard line. And a late flag is thrown in at the very end of the return. This is odd. Maybe holding. Is it on the return?
That might be again on number 17. Maybe a little extra action.
Is he still agitated from the opening kick? This was really late, and it came from the back official who dangerously threw his flag about 25 yards. You know that can
During
be...
the return, holding. Number 29 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Fourth penalty on the Texans, and this one will go against M.J. Stewart, former Buccaneer, former Brown, and it will start this drive and back up the Texans to their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Najee Johnson was clearly held at 29 there, right in view of the official.
First and 10, Texans down 13-6 at their own 18-yard line. Mixon, the lone setback. He'll get it. Stretch play right. Tries to cut it back left. Nothing but red in both eyeballs. Shamari Connor was there to prevent the cutback. It'll be no gain on the play.
Shamari Connor just plays that safety position like a linebacker, especially as he gets closer and closer to the line of scrimmage there. Missed a tackle earlier, but is able to secure that one for no gain.
He played that role at Virginia Tech. I've talked about him many times, and a great job by Brett Veach and his staff to notice that. He has brought that to the NFL as well. Second and 10, Texans at their own 18. Chiefs lead 13-6. They're going to bring it on a fake end around. Now they throw a screen to the right side. Well blocked, 20-yard line, but a tackle on Mixon from behind at the 25. Tough play by Najee Johnson. Holds it to a 6-yard gain. It could have been much bigger. Fairly well executed fake end around screen to the right side.
It looked like George Karlaftis was there as well. Didn't really get fooled by all the action in the backfield. It's just that Mixon, using that speed, as I mentioned earlier, was able to make something out of nothing.
3rd and 3 for the Texans at their own 25-yard line. Center, Jarrett Patterson, second year out of Notre Dame, ready to snap it to C.J. Stroud, who's 4 of 8 on 3rd down. Chiefs lead 13-6. They'll run it on 3rd down and get a first down. Mixon on an inside run right between the hash marks for 8 yards, and they convert 3rd and 3 on a run.
Looked like catching the defense off guard just a bit. Snapped the ball quickly. Looked like the defense was geared against the pass. They were able to gash him with the run right up the middle for the first down.
I think Stroud checked to it, or was that the design play call, you think?
It was designed.
Against a dime package, 6 DBs were on the field. Played 2 minutes in the third quarter. Back to the old school I, meaning back the old Texas Longhorn in at fullback. 1st and 10, Texans at their own 33. They trail by a touchdown. Mixon tries to get it, trying to dance to the outside. They block the edge. And recovering was Justin Reed, but not until a 7-yard pickup to the right side numbers to the Texan-owned 40-yard line as Mixon finding the right side edge.
Just a jump cut and using his speed to get outside of Justin Reed there. A lot of bodies compacted inside the box there. Opens up and exposes the edge. Mixon's able to take advantage of that.
2nd down, 3 for the Texans. Again, converting 3rd and 3 on a run for the Texans, staying committed to the run here, trailing 13-6. Stroud is under center. Pierce is the running back. They fake to him. Retreating on the far hash is Stroud. All kinds of time. He will now run and elects to go to the right side, chased by Thornhill, who pushes him out of bounds. But Stroud scrambles for a first down on his sideline at the 45-yard line. Again, Tranquil was trying to catch up to the athletic C.J. Stroud in his second year out of Ohio State.
And not much of a pass rush in the face of C.J. Stroud. The play action doesn't really affect the defense. Everybody's backed up in zone, and Drew Tranquil's able to use his speed, but not before C.J. Stroud could get the first down.
Got Tranquil with the chase down, but Stroud with the resourceful play. 1st and 10, Texans at their own 44-yard line. Chiefs change their up-front look defensively, and now a false start on Houston.
False start. Offensive break. 5-yard penalty.
Again, we cannot hear the mic of Clay Martin, the white hat for this game. It'll cost the Texans 5 yards and their 5th penalty of the game.
Looked like Irv Smith, the backup tight end,
who was in our camp.
The culprit, yes.
Yeah, we caught him on August the 27th. He's been around the league, good years with Minnesota, but he was with us all the way through the preseason. 1st and 15, Houston at its own 40-yard line. 13-6 Kansas City, 11:27 to go third quarter. Offset eye. They run it away from the strength, then run it right in to the defense of Felix and Udike Uzama. It's a loss of 4 on the play, as that time FAU holds the edge.
Yeah, Felix getting the job done. Physical at the point of attack, just totally defeating the block of the fullback there. Looked like a fullback as well as offensive lineman Titus Howard. We've been raving about Felix this season, about his physicality, specifically against the run. Also has that athleticism.
2nd and 19, Houston at its own 36, 13-6 Kansas City. Hands out Stroud. In the pocket, goes over the middle, pass is caught by Collins, and he is whacked hard. No, it's Xavier Hutchinson at the 50-yard line, but he picks up 14 yards and allows the Texans to have 3rd and 5 at the midfield stripe. Again, Hutchinson was the Iowa State record holder for receptions.
Yeah, just the exposure in the middle of the field, trail technique by Trent McDuffie, looking for quicker responses by the safety there. Hate to have that big negative play and then a quick positive play to put them in a more attainable 3rd down situation here.
Ball snap near hash, right under the painted logo at the center of the field on 3rd down and 5. 5 minutes deep into the third quarter. Slant pattern. Right side, it is caught by Schultz, and it's a first down. They need 5, and they get 5.5 in front of safety Brian Cook. Dalton Schultz was flexed and ran an inside route.
And mistimed blitz at the line of scrimmage. It looked like it was a quick snap. Chiefs were caught off guard, didn't get off the snap as quickly as they would like. And Brian Cook gets there just as the ball's there, but Schultz, 242, 6'5" frame, gets the first down.
They bring in Austin Deculus again as an extra tackle over tackle blocker on 1st and 10 Texans at the Kansas City 44. And they're going to run it. Mixon trying to power outside. And it bounces it out to the 39 of Kansas City and gets a 5-yard gain on first down. Najee Johnson was there, but Mixon, you mentioned, so good on the jump cut, was outstanding that time.
Yeah, jump cut and then the burst, those first 3 steps. He's able to get to the edge and around Leo Chanel really quickly there. Linebackers seem to be caught up in the middle of the field, getting caught up in kind of that mosh pit of offensive linemen and defensive linemen, exposing the perimeter.
10th play of the drive, 8:52 to go third quarter, 13-6 Kansas City. I formation, double tight here for the Texans. Again, Mixon trying to find something in the middle, but this time is shoved back a yard short of the first down as he goes down at the far side hash at the Kansas City 36. Mike Pennell, Chris Jones inside there to prevent a first down.
Feel like this is 4-down territory for the Texans. So wouldn't be surprised to see another run play here.
3rd and 2, they say, at the Kansas City 36. Already, the Texans have converted on this drive. 3rd and 3 at their own 25 and 3rd and 5 at midfield. Beck in as a fullback. Under center, Stroud. Bootleg play to the right side. Chasing is Karlaftis. Shadowing. Now a pass right side for Collins, who makes a diving catch at the right sideline at the 24-yard line of Kansas City for a 12-yard left-to-right bootleg throw.
C.J. Stroud did a nice job of buying a lot of time here. Not sure if the receiver, Nico Collins, got his hands underneath the ball to touch the ground. Looked like there might have been a little bit of movement, but they're going to hustle up to the line of scrimmage.
Chiefs don't challenge. 1st and 10 at the 24 of Kansas City. Stroud now on a route to the outside. This might be offensive pass interference. Catch is made. It's offensive pass interference because Irv Smith had the catch, but it was Dalton Schultz on a pick route right, and this will cost the Texans.
Pass interference. Offense number 86. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
You got to be a good actor if you're trying to run those rub routes, and Schultz just runs a slant and stops mid-route, identifying, just staying connected to the defensive back and running himself into the DB as well, clearly in front of the officials.
We just saw the Texans, though, overcome 2nd down and very long to keep this drive going. Now they have 1st and 20 at the Kansas City 34, 13-6 Chiefs. 7:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Longest possession for either team. Handoff, left side run, running hard is Pierce. Again trying to spin, but a low tackle by Jaden Hicks holds into a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 14 for the Texans.
Like the physicality brought from the safety position by the rookie Jaden Hicks. Seeing some guys trying to jump around blocks out there. That's the product of the weather. It's a factor that a lot of non-football players may not realize. When it gets cold, you just try to run around blocks as opposed to engaging and having that gap integrity. That's one of the key components of stopping the run.
Texans on a long, long drive here. 13-6 Kansas City. 6:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Under center, Stroud with a single back. Stroud in the pocket, clean, middle. And it again is using the center of the field. The catch made by Xavier Hutchinson. He's close to a 1st down at the Kansas City 15-yard line. And again, the middle of the field on these long situations have been tough for the Chiefs to cover.
Yeah, it's that area behind the linebackers and in front of the safeties that have worked well for the Texans. The slants, the deep ends. It's been a huge part of the success of their offense so far in this game. Safety's got to come up a little stronger.
3rd and 1 for the Texans. They've converted 3rd and 3, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 2. Now they have 3rd and 1. They line up tight at the Kansas City 15. Mixon back in at running back. On 3rd and short, Mixon tries a left side run. Flag on the play as Mixon looks like he's got the 1st down at the 14-yard line. But the down linesman on the near side is talking with the white hat here. Down judge is giving
illegal motion. Offense number 83. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Irv Smith.
They were never set pre-snap. They didn't break the huddle until 9 seconds left on the play clock. Neither receiver or the tight end got set. They went in motion. It's a good call by the officials.
3rd and 6 now for Houston at the Kansas City 20. Chiefs 13, Houston 6. It's been forever since the Chiefs offense has been on the field for a meaningful down. They had the kneel down.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're burning up. Texans are burning up the entire 3rd quarter here.
Texans are 7 of 11 on 3rd down conversions so far in this game.
Stroud with Agumbawale in the backfield with him now to the left side. Otherwise, he's got 3 to the right side and 1 to the left single. Stroud takes the snap and retreats into the pocket. Being pressured. Now moves to the right side. He wants to scramble. Right side 20, right side 15. Hit. Looks like he's got the 1st down. Justin Reed was trying to get over to prevent the 1st down, but Stroud, using his scrambling ability, able to convert 3rd down and 6 for 7 yards.
Yeah, it looked like you got pressure on the outside by George Karlaftis, but again, Leo Chanel not keeping containment and spying on the quarterback. We've seen C.J. Stroud use his legs. He does it there again for another 1st down.
4:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Houston's had the ball this entire quarter. 13-6 Kansas City. 1st and 10 for the Texans. They can get a 1st down before reaching the end zone. They stay in the eye with Mixon the tailback. Mixon will get it on a right side lead. He's at the 10. It's at the 5. Mixon will trot into the end zone. Touchdown Houston on a 13-yard run. In an absolutely incredible drive by Houston. Getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter and overcoming 4 different third down conversions. They overcome an offensive pass interference and a hold and still get a touchdown that could tie the game if Fairbairn adds the PAT.
Yeah, it looked like Drew Tranquil just got a little undisciplined with his eyes, got caught up inside, and just a well-executed drive, exactly how you want to open up the second half if you're a Houston Texans fan.
Especially when you eat up almost the entire half. Fairbairn's PAT is up, and it is no good. Wide to the right side. Fairbairn has now missed a 55-yard field goal, and he pushes a PAT wide right. The Chiefs keep the lead at 13-12. 4:36 to go, third quarter. This quarter brought to you by GEHA.
Real stories with Hellsberg.
After we met and we started dating, Nancy and I lived 150 miles apart, and I would drive my old jalopy car, and it was roughly a 3-hour distance. It took 3 years I drove across that state back and forth dating her every weekend.
Persistence.
And I would have never stopped. I had a lot of energy back then. 36 years ago.
At Hellsberg, find the engagement ring worthy of your story. Designed with the love, care, and craft it deserves. Visit.
So, chat, the Texans drive the field while I'm telling my post office story and get a touchdown, but miss the extra point. So they're still losing by 1. Now, we're into this third quarter now. I hope y'all are enjoying it. At 388 up in here, 6,000 views. We got 97 likes. If we get to 150 likes, I will drop a Valhalla Sports Talk membership to one of you in the chat that does not have it. But thank you so much for everyone that's hanging out with me today. Thank you for letting me vent and tell my little post office story. I left out a number of details. It was even worse than what I posted in the chat. But thank you so much. I see the COO did your laundry today. No, last week. But thank you so much. A $10 Valhalla Holla from Bodo Winner. MVP VIP.
48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The Houston Texans eat up almost the entire third quarter. They get a touchdown but miss the PAT. A monster drive, 15 plays. But a PAT miss, so the Chiefs still have the lead at 13-12. But the Chiefs now, they have gone a full quarter and not had a meaningful offensive snap. They had a kneel down at the end of the half. But it's been since Kareem Hunt's touchdown at 4:36 of the second quarter, and we're at 4:36 right now, the third quarter.
It's essential not just for getting the momentum back and putting points on the board to increase this lead, but also giving the defense ample time to rest on the sideline. So you'd like to see it 12 to 14 play drive, kind of a counterpunch to what we just saw from the Texans.
What you do not want is a 3-and-out. The kick away by Fairbairn is going to be taken by Remigio at the 10 at the left side numbers. Trying to get to the edge. He gets a block and a lat burst, but a flag thrown at the end of the return. Remigio tripped up at the 37, but it looks like a hold on Kansas City on the left side in front of the Texan bench. 13-12 Kansas City at 4:30 to go in the third quarter.
Relatively a clean game for the Chiefs. This flag is against them and just be the second penalty of the game if it's against the Chiefs.
Long discussion here.
During the return, holding number 2 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's 1st and 10 for Kansas City. Timeout on the...
Every match from the English Premier League is now available on the SiriusXM app.
If you like soccer, you are in the right place.
Every unforgettable moment.
Simply sensational.
Every heartbreaking result.
Just goes from horribly bad to even worse. Dallas.
Every statement win.
This is the place where dreams come true.
Don't miss a match of the EPL. Listen to the English Premier League on the SiriusXM app. For a complete schedule, go to SiriusXM.com/EPL.
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Sometimes you only get one look at
Exactly, y'all. I got this same shirt. 7 of them. Man, I wish I did. I got to tell y'all about our trip this morning after breakfast to the new store in town. It's called the Bin Shop. It's basically Amazon returns and the such, and they throw it all in big bins, and you go in there and fight over it. The price of the items goes down by $1 every day, all week long.
Further than your local Hy-Vee. Fast and fresh. Mealtime destination. Fresh made-to-order sandwiches and burgers. I use them every week. Take and bake meals and more. Save on fuel with your fuel or your Hy-Vee Perks card. Visit Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh today. A penalty on the kickoff return by Kansas City. So they're going to start this drive at the 19. Here's Josh Klingler.
All right, during that timeout, guys, offense on the field now for the Chiefs, but defensive tackle Chris Jones was on the medical table getting work done on that calf. Of course, that cost him a couple of games late in the season, but cold weather can't help something like that. But he got it massaged out, and he's back with his other defensive lineman on the Chiefs defensive bench.
Our sideline reports with Josh Klingler, powered by Google Fiber. Isaiah Pacheco will be the running back. Mahomes will be under center, 1st and 10 from his own 19. Chiefs fake a run. They want our own right side. Mahomes will throw it late, and he finds Kelsey. Flag on the play. Kelsey, 30-yard line. Left side, he's got a 15-yard gain pending the penalty. But it might be a hold on the Chiefs.
Holding. Offense number 65.
Trey Smith with the hold.
Penalty is half the distance to the goal.
He had 5 holds in the regular season, and this one will cost the Chiefs a half the distance penalty, but most importantly, a 14-yard pass play to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, great improv between Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. But Trey Smith gets beat on the outside, runs his legs. Not sure I see a hold there. He actually got pulled down himself. Official's going to call it against Trey.
1st and 19 for the Chiefs on their own 10. They lead 13-12. Houston has been playing keep away from them. They're going to run a draw. Pacheco, left side, 2 blockers in front. Pacheco slams into the defender. He'll get the yardage back from the penalty. He'll get to the 19 and gain 10 yards. At the left side numbers, Kamari Lassiter, the very talented corner, the rookie out of Georgia, was there to prevent a further advance.
Good burst by Isaiah Pacheco, blocking at the second level by Joe Tooney as well. Need to get the ball to Hollywood Brown.
Hopkins, no catches.
Hopkins, yeah, no catches on the day.
2nd down and 9. They say a pickup to the 20-yard line, so an 11-yard run on the draw to Pacheco. Hunt's in there now at running back. Mahomes has some time to survey the field. Moving right, now the protection breaks down. He'll try to weave his way to try to throw it. Now he's going to run it, and he'll only gain a yard. They'll see down at the 22, so a coverage play here by the Houston secondary. Danielle Hunter, so talented, was not going to let Mahomes go free on a scramble.
Yeah, really, as you mentioned, just a coverage sack, 4-man rush. Patrick Mahomes does everything he can possibly do to buy himself some more time. Just the 7 defenders, bracket coverage on Travis Kelce down the field, as well as Kareem Hunt. Nowhere to throw the ball.
2:49 to go, 3rd quarter. 13-12 Kansas City. Big 3rd down here. Kansas City just 2 of 5 on 3rd down after leading the league most of the year in 3rd down conversions. Mahomes stays in the pocket. 4-man rush. Dumps it over the middle. 25-yard line, 30. Kelce got a 1st down at the 35. Slicing his way through defenders and fist pumping his right arm. A pickup of 12 yards, and now Kelce 100-plus yard or receptions for 7 consecutive seasons, best in NFL history, and 75-plus scrimmage yards in a 10th consecutive playoff game. That, too, is best in NFL history.
Yeah, great job. As we mentioned during the pregame and leading up to this game during the week, playoff Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes always seem to be on the same page, making the big plays when necessary.
Again, the official play to Kelce for the first down, 12 yards. 13-12, Kansas City. Now a bad snap. Mahomes picks it up, trying to keep the play going. Mahomes will try to run it. He stops and gets a block. 35, try to get another block, and goes down at the 39 and takes a shot in the head. In fact, there's going to be a penalty on Houston. Mahomes went down, and it looked like Foloriso Fatukasi took a headshot at Mahomes at the 39 after he had scrambled for 4 yards.
It's a great awareness by Patrick Mahomes.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 39. 15-yard penalty.
And it's on To'o. It's Henry To'o and not Fatukasi. Looks like Fatukasi was also there.
Yeah, they both were there, kind of sandwiched him right there, but smart move by Patrick to get down in traffic, tries to get as much possible, but that's a play that they have tried to get out of the game of football, even if you're just diving over the top and it's a glancing blow.
Chiefs go to the pistol here for the first time in this game. It's Noah Gray in shifting. Now the Chiefs run a short boot left, roll back right, near side throw is caught. The line of scrimmage, Kansas City at their own 46, and get a tight window throw to Gray for 5 yards to the 41-yard line of Houston. 1:10 to go in the third quarter of this divisional playoff game. Kansas City leading Houston 13-12.
Yeah, Patrick just maneuvering in the pocket. Like to see his patience there, just staying in the pocket, not trying to escape too early. Gives himself, he and Noah Gray, time to get open.
Pacheco stays in at running back. He'll be sidecar position left to the wide side of the field. Otherwise, the two other receivers, four of the receivers, are kind of bunched up tight. Now Worthy goes in motion left. Mahomes, the second down and short, in trouble, dumps it away as he goes down as he's hit with the football. Now, he had Pacheco in the area. I don't think it's going to be intentional grounding as Pacheco was over there. And Kansas City's going to have 3rd and 4 at the 40-yard line of Houston, leading by 1.
Yeah, it looked like he also had it at the left side. If he had a little bit more time, had a chance to get Xavier Worthy on an arrow route, but that pocket is collapsing quickly with Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter.
3rd and 4, Kansas City at the 40 of Houston. Chiefs go with 3 tight ends this time as Peyton Hendershot is in the game, the ex-Dallas Cowboy. 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Chiefs leading by 1. Mahomes over the middle, pass is caught, trying to wiggle free for the first down with the catch made by Noah Gray. Trying to get out of the grasp with the defender, Alshire. Where will they mark this? They have the football.
And the far official coming from the Texans sideline has the ball 1 yard further up. The catch was made. He was knocked backwards. I thought he had the first down.
Alshire, the physical hybrid player, kind of safety linebacker combo. They picked him up from Tennessee in the offseason. Again, he had the 3-game suspension. Are they going to call for a measurement here? The football is between.
The line to gain. It's 4th down.
So it's going to be 4th down. They will not measure. And Kansas City will have 4th down and short inches. 4th and inches at the Houston 36.5-yard line.
This is, I thought initially upon the catch, Mitch, that he had the first down. Then Alshire knocked him backwards, and then he lunged forward. So the forward progress would have been on the catch, not necessarily after the hit.
Quarter.
It's the divisional playoffs. They announced the end of 3 quarters. Chiefs Kingdom knows what to do, especially in the playoffs, and the Chiefs will have 4th and inches, leading 13-12 when we come back for the final quarter. This quarter has been brought to you by GEHA.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
2 things: communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
reset the screen. You have to protect yourself. All right? Wildcats on 3. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
What does it mean to be the official information
All right, chat. So we're through 3 quarters in Kansas City. That missed extra point looming large. Kansas City with a 13-12 lead and the football. 444 in the house. Please hit that subscribe. Give the video a like. It doesn't look like we're going to get to 150 likes on this one. So no membership gifted from me. So stay out of my pocket. And the subscribe number for this stream is just absolutely horrible. I don't know what else I can do, y'all. I mean, I got the most beautiful setup on this platform. And it is what it is, y'all. I'm bringing you the game. But we've got 107 likes, just at 6,800 views. 6,800 views. But this channel is mine, and I will be on camera, and I will not just be a conduit for the game audio for those of you that are either too cheap or unwilling to pay for it on your own. We're trying to build a community here on Valhalla Sports Talk, home of Los Angeles Dodgers streams, NFL streams, Minnesota Vikings streams, among others. But thank you so much for being here. Here we go. Start of the 4th. Kansas City with that $1 million football.
Playoff football. The Chiefs lead 13-12. They will have 4th and inches at the Houston 36.5-yard line to start the 4th quarter. Dana Hughes, Josh Klingler, the entire Chiefs kingdom. You know it is time to
put the hammer down.
Kingsley Suama'atia has come in as an extra blocker. The Chiefs need just inches for the first down, but this is a stout defensive front for Houston. Houston had the ball for an entire quarter, wrapped around the half. Kansas City trying to answer a Houston touchdown. Chiefs are in the pistol with Kareem Hunt behind Patrick Mahomes on 4th and inches. Hunt goes to the right side, spins off ahead, first down easily at the 34. He gets 3 and needed inches. Kareem Hunt and what he's meant to this team has been, you cannot overstate it. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
10th first down for the Chiefs, none bigger than that one. 13-12 Kansas City. 4th and inches converted. Now can Kansas City get a touchdown? They're at the Texan 34. They're going to run it. Hunt right side. Pounds into a defender. Stays alive and pushes forward and still goes forward. He's almost to a first down. They'll say he's down at the 26 of Houston.
I'm going to hit the head. I'll be right back.
That would be a gain of 8.5 yards and fully 5 of that off first contact. He just put his shoulder into the would-be Houston defender.
And Trey Smith out in front trying to drive him forward as well, but loving the churning of the legs by Kareem Hunt. This is 2017 Kareem Hunt running right there where not one body is going to bring him down.
And he's never won in the divisional playoff round. He was dismissed from the team in 2018, and he is back and helping his team. 2nd down and 2. Mahomes goes over the middle. Kelsey with the catch. Peels to the inside. He's at the inside the 10 and is hit hard but goes down at the 8-yard line. Kelsey shows up again, a gain of 18 yards after he had a 49-yarder in the first half. Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery red zone. Download the Kansas Lottery Play on app, scan your tickets, enter to win more.
That's the second time this evening we've seen Travis Kelce take advantage of the open middle of the field, man-to-man coverage, still got a lot of wiggle in him, gets away from the defender for another big game.
Kelce has his 9th 100-yard receiving game. That is the most in NFL history of any position. More than Jerry Rice. First down and goal to go. Chiefs at the 8-yard line. Chiefs line up worthy in the backfield. Mahomes to throw. Stepping up. Flag on the play. And it's on the near sideline as the Chiefs have first and goal at the 8, leading 13-12. It's going to be a legal shift on Kansas City.
It looks like Patrick Mahomes, after he got put down, he came fiery to the sideline. Miscommunication in the play call. It looked like there was confusion from the time they broke the huddle.
A little shift on the offense. Number 9 and number 1 were both moving and both did not reset prior to the snap. Penalties declined. Second down.
Interesting. The penalty declined because it ends up being a loss on the play as Mahomes went down at the 12. So Houston alertly declines the penalty. The Chiefs have 2nd and 13, goal to go now at the 13.
So they lose 4 yards instead of giving them the extra down. Go for second down and just basically a net -1 for the Texans.
Chiefs' only touchdown, a run by Kareem Hunt of 1 yard. Mahomes, second down and long to go for a touchdown, and he's going to scramble. He's at the 10, trying to get to the near side, and it's shoved out at the 12 and then gets hit late, but no flag. I think the contact happened initially in the field of play. Henry To'o was covering, and now Kansas City's got a 3rd down and goal. It'll be at the Texan 12-yard line.
And Patrick being smart with the football, zone coverage, so all the defenders for the Texans have their eyes on number 15.
The Academy Award for best flop goes to Patrick Mahomes.
Just goes out of bounds.
Quarterback.
A little bit of a push late, but nothing to draw the flag.
12:03 to go in the game. Chiefs lead 13-12. They have 3rd down and goal to go at the 11.5-yard line of Houston. 3 receivers to the right. Mahomes stepping up again, tries to throw. Late caught! Touchdown! Kansas City! Travis Kelce owning this game. An 11-yard touchdown. Playoff Pat to playoff Kelce. And the Chiefs lead 19-12.
Is there ever a better quarterback that's ever played the game at throwing the ball accurately while falling down to the ground? But Patrick Mahomes has just enough velocity put on the ball where a stationary target open in the middle of the field between 2 defenders and Travis Kelce is able to catch a touchdown. Huge play for the Chiefs.
Mahomes to Kelce for the 18th time in the postseason. That is the best quarterback to pass catcher duo in National Football League history. The PAT by Butker is good. 11:52 to go in the game. The Chiefs answer a touchdown and get an extra point. And they lead 20-12 over the Texans. 11:52 to go in this divisional playoff round game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
All right, chat. Kansas City takes it down the field, and after some great plays and some pretty big acting by Mahomes there, they cash in with the tutty. And now they got a, 8-point lead in this one. 8-point lead. How much time we got left? Here? We've got 11:52 to go in the fourth quarter. 11:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out here. 400 in the chat. That number drops drastically the second I get on this microphone. But it is what it is. Peyton or Reed should be coach of the year. I don't want to hear people whining about how Rice did one less game. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Back to it.
March Madness lives on Sirius XM. The divisional round continues when the Washington Commanders.
Daniels surveys, throws back in the end zone, wide open. Giambi Brown, touchdown Washington.
Battle the Detroit Lions.
Jared's looking, throwing, end zone caught. Touchdown Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Commanders call on Sirius 139 XM 229. The Lions call on Sirius 83 XM 228. In the car and on the Sirius XM app.
.12:03 to go in the game. Chiefs lead 13-12. They have 3rd down and goal to go at the 11.5-yard line of Houston. 3 receivers to the right. Mahomes stepping up again, tries to throw. Late caught! Touchdown! Kansas City! Travis Kelce owning this game. An 11-yard touchdown. Playoff Pat to playoff Kelce. And the Chiefs lead 19-12. 18th time, an all-time NFL record between those two. Plus for Kelce, 170 playoff receptions. That's the best in NFL history. A 13-play, 81-yard drive. It took 7:44. That answered the drive of the Houston Texans that ate up almost all of the third quarter. And the Chiefs lead 20-12. Remember, the Texans missed their PAT. Butker hit his. It's an 8-point margin.
Yeah, Travis Kelce on 6 targets, 5 catches for 113 yards and a touchdown. And Mitch, every one of his catches has either gone for a first down or that touchdown.
And Kelce now 20 touchdowns in his postseason career. He's getting close to Jerry Rice. Here comes Hutchinson on a return. He's trying to angle to the left side. He's got a block, runs hard. He's slammed down at the 31-yard line. A good right-to-left return by the former Iowa State Cyclone. And the Texans that just had the time-eating drive to score a touchdown from Mixon.
Timeout on the field.
And a timeout called here, official timeout at 11:43 to go in the game. Kansas City 20, Houston 12. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Score big savings with Hy-Vee and the Kansas City Chiefs. Big points mean even bigger savings. Just shop Hy-Vee the day after a game and earn a fuel saver discount equal to the Chiefs score and based on the amount you spend. If the Chiefs score 42 points, you save 42 cents a gallon with any $42 purchase. The more we score, the more you save. Win or lose, everyone scores the day after a Chiefs game. Only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Pliers, drillers, testers, threaders, tools, cables, pull it, cutters, snip it, labels, print it, fish tape, route it, tools, voltage tested, friction, lube it, connectors, crimp it, safety, got it, all the vendors, products, pullers, get screwdrivers and more pliers.
All the tools, all in one place. Graybar.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Tickets for Less. Enter the Tickets for Less Chiefs VIP contest for your chance to win Chiefs tickets, signed Chiefs merchandise, a stadium tour, and a $100 gift card. Register now at ticketsforless.com/contests.
Mahomes just teamed up with Kelce for the 18th time on a touchdown pass in the postseason. It's 20-12 Kansas City, 11:43 to go in the game. This drive for Houston will start at their own 34-yard line. A bootleg throw and a throw underneath at the 36-yard line, caught by Irv Smith, the ex-Chief. That time the Chiefs paid the bootleg a little bit better. Chris Jones would not let Stroud get outside and influence the play like he wanted to.
I'm not sure if he got a catch there. It looks like that ball may have been close to touching the ground, but not going to draw the red flag. That's just the third pass they've attempted on first down this entire game.
Second down, 8 for Houston. Ball at their own 36. Stroud stays under center with Mixon right behind him as a running back at the near hash. They fake to Nixon. Stroud hit as he throws. He's throwing left side, but it's caught by Nico Collins at the 40 of Kansas City. The Chiefs trying to strip it loose, but the very strong and athletic Collins hangs on. And Trent McDuffie trying to rip it loose. Instead, it's a 24-yard pass play off play action to Nico Collins.
Tough throw by C.J. Stroud. Chris Jones was right in his face as he delivered the football.
I feel like the Texans have to get a tutty here on this drive,
away from affecting that pass.
I fear if they don't get a touchdown in this
drive.
Big game
for the Texans.
They got no chance.
10:29 to go in the game. Kansas City leads by 8. Chiefs led at one time by 10 at 4:36 to go in the second quarter. Stroud's in the shotgun this time. Mixon to his left. Again, he fakes a handoff to Mixon. Now Stroud ducks. He throws it in the left flat, incomplete. Off the left hand of Joe Mixon. And sprinting over there to cover was Drew Tranquil covering the far side flat.
Look, a little bit more of a controlled rush there by the Chiefs. That might be the first time I've seen that this evening, where they're trying to contain Stroud in the pocket, not giving him any avenue to escape. He's used his legs extremely well this evening, rushing 43 yards with a big 28-yard gain earlier.
Stroud trying to get into the 2nd and 10 Texans. C.J. Stroud, 2 playoff victories already in his young career. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year. Crouches down and takes the shotgun snap. Here comes a blitz. Hot read throw to the near side. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to adjust to the route was Jared Wayne, because Stroud got rid of the football like a hot potato. Cook was over there covering, but that ball fluttered in the air, and now it's incomplete and 3rd and 10 for Houston.
Yeah, coming with the well-designed blitz, Brian Cook has man-to-man coverage on that slot. Otherwise, he may have had a play on the ball, but C.J. Stroud got rid of it so quickly, neither guy saw it leave his hand.
Football at the 40 of Kansas City. Texans are 8 of 12 on 3rd down. They were 4 of 4 on the last drive. 20-12 Chiefs. 10:08 to go in the game. 3rd and 10, Stroud singing blitz, and the Chiefs come right after him, and the left side throws incomplete. Again, Stroud, an unblocked Justin Reed, the ex-Houston Texan, came in the B gap unblocked, and Stroud had no chance. Now what does Houston do? They will have 4th and 10 at the Kansas City 40, and D'Amico Ryan's trying to make a decision.
We talked about it earlier. They went for a long field goal earlier in this game and missed it.
They're going for it, Danon.
And it looks like they're going to go for it here. 4th and long.
To be specific,
middle of the field here. We've seen them have several instances of success in the middle of the field. 3 seconds left on the play clock.
Houston trying to snap it before the play count. Here comes a rush against Stroud on 4th down, and he's going to go down. The Chiefs not only hold, they get a sack. George Karlaftis and Jaden Hicks also there. It's not only a hold, it's a sack and a loss, and the Chiefs will have the ball in Houston territory. A 4th down and 10, loss of 14 yards. And there's a break in the action at 9:59 to go in the game. Chiefs 20, Texans 12. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
You can be a cowboy on the Texas plain or a plowboy.
I could talk forever. Gift of the gab, baby.
This is Mad Dog Sports Radio, featuring the one and only Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Could you imagine if that kind of thing happened today? I'd be screaming for months.
He's loud.
They won championships.
He's passionate.
Ratings, advertising, it's all a cesspool. You're not going to change it.
And he's talking football with you.
That's a football team.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed.
Anybody who asks knows I'm 100% right.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, channel
82.
Catch the best basketball coverage on Sirius XM NBA Radio, channel 86.
Jaylen Brown drives, bounce pass to the corner. Tatum drives baseline, strong 2-hand grab.
Every day we bring you the latest headlines, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews with the players, coaches, and legends of the game.
We're now joined by best Laker of all time. It's Magic Johnson.
Nick Nurse, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, joins us.
Plus, catch live play-by-play action you won't hear anywhere else. Tune in on NBA Radio, channel 86, or the Sirius XM app.
I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
Busted Open is hitting the road for coverage of the 2025 Royal Rumble. Live from Indianapolis, join Dave LaGreca as he previews this big event and sits down with the top stars in the WWE.
Royal Rumble, you're next on the list.
The road to WrestleMania starts at the Royal Rumble, and Busted Open will be there live for it all. Only on Sirius XM Fight Nation, channel 156, and the Sirius XM app.
Each week reveals the deepening story of an NFL season. Characters emerge. They become part of us, and we become part of them. For 60 minutes, we hang on every word. But in the end, we are united together as one kingdom. The Chiefs Kingdom.
Mitch Holthus back along with Danon Hughes and Josh Klingler. The Chiefs just got a gigantic play. 4th and 10 at the Kansas City 40. C.J. Stroud is sacked for a 16-yard loss by George Karlaftis. The Chiefs take over on downs, 14 yards up the field. 1st and 10, Kansas City at the Texan 44, leading 20-12. Kareem Hunt is in the game. Tight bunch to the right side with 3 tight ends. Hunt will run it right side. Runs into the linebacker of Houston, gains short yardage, just 1 yard this time. Houston playing the run all the way.
And they're going to load the box. Obviously, in this circumstance, you don't want to have any opportunity for the clock to stop. You want to be able to move the ball, but take up some time and potentially get into field goal position at worst to get yourself up by 2 scores.
Chiefs stay in the pistol with Hunt as the running back right behind Mahomes, who will take the snap at the right hash, leading by 8 at 9:23 to go in the game. Worthy comes. They're going to run a screen right to Worthy, waiting for a block. Little stop and go, but Houston's fast, and they got there to hold him to no gain. Daniil Hunter. And Kansas City will now have 3rd down and 9, Danon, at the 43 of the Houston Texans at 9:05 to go in the game, and the Chiefs leading 20-12.
And nothing wrong with that play call, just better execution by the Texans there, trying to expose them in the middle of the field, their aggressiveness. But as you mentioned, Daniil Hunter, so athletic and fast.
3rd and 9. Kansas City at the Houston 43. Houston lining up on the near side. Chiefs trying to give Mahomes some time here. Moving to his right, throws it late. And the pass, a diving attempt made on the far side by Juju Smith-Schuster, but he was well covered. Worthy was running deep for the near side, as was Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, Patrick just got pushed out of the pocket by Will Anderson Jr. to his right. Drawn up defense trying to pressure him to move to the short side of the field, his right, while all his receivers were on his far left. Just didn't have as many options to select downfield.
So after an incredible 16-yard sack on 4th and 10, the Chiefs are 3 and out from the Houston 43, and now Ariza needs a good field position punt. His first one in a high, deep punt. Woods looks up at it. Fair catches at his own 7. Hang time of 4.18. 36-yard field position punt, but it's still a 1-possession game at 20-12. At 8:32 to go in the contest. And now Houston gets ready for its 7th possession. And there's a timeout on the field. Chiefs up 8. 8:32 to go in this divisional playoff game on the Kansas.
All right, so here come the Texans again. I didn't know that was a 4th down call where he got sacked there. But maybe the Houston coach is watching my stream and saw that I said they needed to get a tutty on that drive or they were cooked. But we got 8:32 to go in this 4th quarter. Chiefs still with an 8-point lead. The big moment, I guess, so far in this bad boy was the Chiefs touchdown and then the missed extra point by the Texans. But, man, thank you so much for being here. We're pushing 500 in the chat once again. 128 likes, a little over 8,000 views. Subscribe, like, turn on them noties.
For exclusive savings at ticketsforless.com. Shop your tickets and save at ticketsforless.com.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Dream bigger with Kansas Lottery's Powerball. Drawings held 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Powerball offers you a chance to win millions. Play Kansas Lottery, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Missouri beef farmers and ranchers know whether it's on the gridiron or in the countryside, it takes dedication, commitment, and grit. And their game plan is caring for cattle and conserving the land. Celebrate Missouri beef farmers and ranchers at beefiswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by Missouri Beef Farmers and Ranchers.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Find an agent for your auto, home, and life at shelterinsurance.com. And by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City 20, Houston 12, 8:32 to go in the game. Time of possession, the Texans have had the ball 29 minutes and 26 seconds. Kansas City 22 minutes and 2 seconds. First and 10 Texans at their own 7-yard line after the Matariza punt. Joe Mixon in at running back, I formation. Beck is in front of him as a fullback. Mixon will run a lead. Puts his shoulders right into the Chiefs defense, but he gets pushed down just past the 10-yard line. So a 3-yard gain on first down. As the Chiefs' run gap defense was good that time, Mike Dana was pulling from behind as Bolton had gap control.
As you and I were discussing off air about that last touchdown to Travis Kelce, which should we have gone for 2 points to be up by 2 scores, hindsight's 20/20. It would have been a luxury to have that and be more predictable on offense for the Texans.
Second down and 7, bootleg play, left to right. Mixon throws it late, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Well played. Intended for Nico Collins and Trent McDuffie. Basically 2 all-pro caliber players. And the third pass broken up in this game by Trent McDuffie, who's the all-time leader now in Kansas City Chiefs playoff history in that category.
Yeah, Trent McDuffie is so physical. He's got such a strong base. Even though he gives up inches in height, because of his physicality, he makes up for it.
Third down and 6.5. 8 of 13 are the Texans on third down. A long 6, short 7. C.J. Stroud, empty backfield. 3-by-2 at the tight end, staying in the block for Stroud. Stroud under pressure in the pocket, and the pass, he's going to throw it late, and the pass is going to be broken up and almost intercepted. Stroud pump faked in the pocket. Then he tried to go on the left side, and there may be friendly fire and casualties on the right side. 3 different Chiefs are down. It looks like Justin Reed is over there. And Adit, or is it Christian Roland Wallace is down perhaps. And friendly fire, it's an incompletion on fourth. It's now 4th down, but what do the Chiefs have here? The Chiefs are on a knee, and that is always a tough situation. Justin Reed looks like he took the shot. It looks like Justin Reed is down, not Christian Roland Wallace, number 20, instead of number 30. At 7:42 to go in the game, the Chiefs leading 20-12. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
All right, chat. They called it friendly fire. I don't know if that's the term I would use, but a lot of Chiefs laying on the ground there after that play. A couple of them hurt, and some folks, some consternation, some worry by their Chiefs teammates as they go to a commercial break. What do we got left here, y'all? What do we got left in this one? 7:42 to go in this 4th quarter. That timeout was by Houston, their first. And they didn't do it before. They didn't go down and get that tutty that I said they needed, or their goose was cooked. But they dang sure better get it this time. And I think it's 4th down, isn't it? Yeah, 4th and 6th at the 11-yard line. So not an easy get here for the Texans, but let's see what they do with it. I will be here to the end, y'all. Thank you so much. Almost 600 up in here. Subscribe, like, turn on noties. Nobody does these NFL watch parties quite like Valhalla Sports Talk.
Reviews and updates live from Atlanta. We've got everything a college football fan needs. Listen exclusively on College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and stream anytime on the Sirius XM app.
$7:42 to go in the game. Again, Justin Reed injured on the 3rd down and 6, incompletion at the far boundary. Let's go to Josh Klingler quickly as Houston get ready to punt.
Not getting any medical attention over on the table. He's over with the rest of the defensive backs, but he was holding kind of his lower back as he was coming off the field.
Chiefs 20, Texans 12. First 3 and out of the game for Houston. In fact, every one of their possessions had been into the Chiefs' half of the field until this one. And now former Chief Tommy Townsend ready to punt it away. His first punt was 49 yards, but it was low in hang time. Remigio crouches at his own 44.
Never mind, Chet. They're punting. They're punting.
A punter is away. And this one off to the side. It'll roll out of bounds at the Kansas City 45. Now, it depends on when.
Not a particularly good one either.
It's right there at the 45. So Tommy Townsend, a 34-yard punt. And the Chiefs have another shot with great field position. Let's pause. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
The Chiefs had the ball at the 44 of Houston the last time. They went 3 and out. They lead 20-12 Kansas City. They've got 1st and 10 at the 45 this time of Houston after a 34-yard Tommy Townsend punt that had 3.88 of hang time. Now the Chiefs will throw it on 1st down. Go to Kelsey on a short, quick catch at the 41 between the numbers and hash right. A gain of 4 on 1st down.
Trying to change things up just a bit in situations where most teams would run the ball, try to suck up a lot more clock, being up by 8 points. We're going to opt to go with the safe passing game here. Change things up against this defense for the Texans.
2nd down and 6. They had the Texans loaded up on the run the last time the Chiefs were in this position. 7 minutes to go in the game. Chiefs by 8. 2nd and 6 at the 41 of Houston. Counterplay right side. It goes to Kareem Hunt, 35, 30, and this time with some action in the backfield to allow Kareem Hunt to go on a counter run of 11 yards.
Yeah, excellent job cutting off the backside, and then Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, Jawan Taylor on that right side, and even Travis Kelsey in the mix, getting a great block at the 2nd level against former teammate Eric Murray.
20-12 Kansas City. 1st down for the Chiefs on an 11-yard run by Kareem Hunt to the 30-yard line of Houston. Kelsey comes in motion on the near side to set up 3 eligible receivers that way. Now Worthy comes in motion. They're going to run it. Hunt trying to go off tackle. Squeezes through. 25, 20, into the secondary and tackled at the Texans' 16-yard line. That's a 14-yard run by Kareem Hunt on the heels of 11 yards. Hunt wanting a win in this round, trying to advance and carrying his team with him.
That's an excellent job. Now the left side getting involved in the party. Offensive lineman getting the job done. Joe Tooney, Mike Caliendo on that left side, and then Kareem Hunt just has the amazing ability of breaking that first tackle. Not one guy will bring down number 29.
And in this cold, it hurts to tackle Kareem Hunt. 1st and 10 Chiefs at the 18-yard line of Houston. 5:37 to go in the game. Chiefs by 8. They give it to Worthy, who drops the football. They're going to say incomplete. It's a forward pass. They want to run a quick screen, Dane, and 2 guys were out in front of Worthy.
Yeah, he had a lot of real estate along the sideline, basically a wall built up of blocking where he could have skirted down the sideline. Patrick Mahomes knows that that was just not the best pass in that circumstance.
DeAndre Hopkins runs into the game. Again, no catches for the former Houston Texan. Trying to get his first divisional playoff win ever. And he's played 184 games in his career. Pacheco back in at running back. 2nd and 10 Chiefs leading by 8. They have the ball at the 18 of Houston at 5:32 to go in the game. Working out the calls. Here comes a blitz to the right shoulder of Mahomes. Quick read goes to Kelsey. Near side, the Texans waiting on him. Let's see where they give him forward motion. It's going to be a loss or no gain on the play right at the 18. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, and Azeez El-Shaair there for Houston. Timeout called by the Texans at 5:23.
Houston, they're first. 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 5:25. 5:25.
And the timeout by D'Amico Ryans, a former player for Andy Reid in his last year at Philadelphia. Brought to you by Van Chevrolet. All roads lead to Van. Visit vankc.com. Tempted here to get a run. If you get a field goal and put the ball in the center of the field and go up 11 at 5:25, it could be big.
Yeah, it is, because if you run the ball, as you mentioned, now you force them to use that second timeout. That's crucial now. It's like you're up by 2 scores before you're up by 2 scores.
Samaje Perine is in at the running back position now. A triangle of receivers are between the numbers and hash right for Mahomes. Smith-Schuster is the single receiver left side. Now Pirine shifts over to the short side. Chiefs will throw it. Right side throw. It's caught by Worthy and a diving catch at the right side at the 9-yard line. Short of a first down by inches, and now Andy Reid has a big decision to make. But he stayed in bounds, so it's like a run, meaning what's Houston going to do, because the Chiefs can tick down the clock here with 22 on the play clock and 5:02 on the game clock.
And because the Chiefs rotate the kicking unit on the field, which I agree with this decision, D'Amico Ryans is opting not to use a timeout here. He's going to allow the clock to run down. If I was Andy Reid, I'd let it run down and I'd call a timeout.
At 1 second, they might do that here. This is going to be a 27-yard attempt for Butker to try to give the Chiefs a 2-possession lead. He got it. They do. 4:38 left to go in this divisional playoff round game. Kansas City 23, the Houston Texans 12. And let's take a break on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Chat, betting is closed. Betting is closed. The Chiefs make it a 2-score game. Chiefs make it a 2-score game with 4:38 remaining in this fourth quarter. Houston with just one timeout remaining. And it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs, one mo again, are going to be in the AFC Championship game next week. That's what it's looking like, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. 550 in the house, 146 likes. I said I'd do it. I said I'd drop a membership if we got to 150. Kind of defeats the purpose when it's late in the game like this. But 9,500 views. I appreciate it. And I think we've picked up like maybe 9 new subscribers. Maybe 15 if I'm lucky. But anywho, here we go. Next on Valhalla Sports Talk, y'all. Next on Valhalla Sports Talk, the Washington Commanders travel to Ford Field in Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions.
Defining built Ford tough and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom! As the official whiskey sponsor of the NFL, it's not kickoff without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. And that's why we've built the Crown Royal Rig. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler delivering the generous spirit to stadiums and tailgates across the country. Follow the Royal Rig on its journey from city to city, bringing together local cuisine, NFL legends, and the opportunity to pack a purple bag for charity and win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Visit crownroyal.com for rules and more. Please drink responsibly.
Mitch Holtersbeck, Dean and Hughes, Josh Klingler. 4:38 to go in this divisional playoff game. Kansas City 23, the Houston Texans 12. After Houston got a touchdown and missed a PAT by Ka'imi Fairbairn, the Kansas City Chiefs have been able to get 10 unanswered points on a Mahomes 11-yard touchdown pass to Kelsey and a 27-yard field goal from Harrison Butker. And now the Chiefs, Dana, have to play no big play defense or in special teams. See if Butker can prevent a return here. That's exactly what he'll do. And C.J. Stroud will take over his 8th possession, and this will start at his own 30-yard line, and the Chiefs with their biggest lead of the game right now at 11.
C.J. Stroud on the evening, 13 of 22 for 178 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, been sacked 4 times.
And now the long drive where the Houston Texans had the ball for a quarter actually works against them to shorten the game, but now to be down 11 works against the Texans. First and 10, C.J. Stroud. Last week beating the Chargers with an incredible performance. Mixon stays in it, running back to his left, dangerous as a receiver. Stroud going left, he's going to be wrapped up and sacked back at the 24 by George Karlaftis. The second big sack of this game by Karlaftis. And for the Chiefs, 5 sacks on C.J. Stroud.
This is a great job. This package up front, the front four, Charles Omenihu, Mike Dana, George Karlaftis, and Chris Jones. Speed on the field containing C.J. Stroud. He has nowhere to go.
Also 6, 2nd and 16, Stroud. He'll come on a short route near side to Schultz. The tight end immediately is picked up like Nick Bolton in a takedown in wrestling. It's just a gain of 6 and takedown points for Nick Bolton. 3:57 to go in the game. Chiefs leading 23-12. Houston in the tempo offense on 3rd and 10 from their own 30. Chiefs nearly jump off, and I think they're going to get an offside penalty on Kansas City. They will. Is this a Menahu?
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 51.
Nope, Dana.
Hard guard penalty.
That is rare.
Yeah.
That didn't happen much from him.
Looked like there was a little rocking by the offensive tackle.
That's what Dan is thinking.
Yeah. Little wiggle out there by the left tackle for the Texans. Jeremy Tunsil gets away with it.
Tunsil, the 4-time Pro Bowler. 3:48 to go in the game. 23-12 Kansas City. Houston, 3rd and 5 at its own 35. Kansas City still playing press up on the receivers with 2 safeties back. Stroud looks left. He's got 3 eligible receivers that way. Another rush on him. Over the middle, though. Pass caught and up across midfield and into Chiefs territory. It's Xavier Hutchinson. And the Iowa State Cyclones get a big gain of 22 yards. And the Texans stay in business going without a huddle.
The middle of the field has been a challenge for the Chiefs to defend on those deep slant routes.
3:27 to go in the game. Chiefs by 11 and another sack. But Stroud gets it away. And he dumps it off to Agumbawale. It'll be no gain on the play, but it's at least not a loss. Charles Omenihu recovers to make the tackle, but the Chiefs nearly had Stroud for a 6th time. Nick Bolton could not get him down, and Stroud alertly got rid of the ball to Agumbawale.
Agumbawale was responsible for the blocking. Nick Bolton there.
2nd down and 10. They're coming after Stroud again. He'll step up. He's hit from behind and tackled. That will be a sack. It's a loss of 1. Back at the Kansas City 49, Chamari Connor gets a 6th sack for Kansas City.
That's a great job by Chamari Connor. Just different looks, confusing C.J. Stroud, just like we saw on December 21st in Week 16.
23-12 Kansas City. 2:35 to go in the game. 3rd and 11 Texans at the Kansas City 49. Again, man under in a 2-deep zone, and a pass over the shoulder is caught by Dalton Schultz. They say a catch.
Ooh.
Great catch by Schultz at the 31 of Kansas City for an 18-yard gain, and a teardrop dropped in there by C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, that ball crawled down his chest to his hip. He secured it as he went out of bounds. Not sure he got both feet down.
The Chiefs have yet to challenge. They will. Yeah. So Schultz, they ruled it a catch. He was jostling for the ball. But once he had control, that left foot looks like he's out of bounds.
Yeah, he initially had both feet, but that ball was still moving down his body.
Kansas City is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass.
I think that's a smart decision by Andy. Good usage of the flag, the red flag there. As we're watching it, we have the vantage point of seeing, yes, he does secure the football, but he doesn't get that second foot down from my perspective.
With control of the ball.
Yeah.
Once he gets control of the ball into the midsection of his body, his left toe.
It's off the ground.
It's off the ground, yep. 2:27 to go in the game. Chiefs lead 23-12. Tickets for Less might be your best friend because they have the lowest prices on Chiefs tickets and parking passes for every game. I said lowest prices, not necessarily inexpensive prices, because if the Chiefs win, they're playing in the AFC Championship game next week. Save big with the promo code Chiefs Radio on your next order. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com. 23-12 Kansas City. They led at halftime by a score of 13-6. And then a time-eating drive, 15-play drive by Houston, capped with the touchdown by Joe Mixon.
The ruling on the field does stand as called. There's a catch. This is an unsuccessful challenge. Kansas City will be charged. Out.
I feel like maybe that's, at best, that's a play that whatever's called on the field stands, and unfortunately it was called a catch, but you saw it like I did.
22 yards on a completion to Hutchinson, now 18 yards to Schultz. Houston with the ball at the Kansas City 31, 1st and 10. 27 seconds to the 2-minute warning. Houston has 2 timeouts remaining. Stroud has 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the near side as well. Stroud, it looks like a hold, but they don't call it, and now a throw off action on the far side, and the pass is going to be caught on an excellent play on a jump ball. Nico Collins, just more athletic to wrestle the ball free from Trent McDuffie for a gain of 17 yards.
All right, Chet, we will go to the main for the rest of this one.
Incredible catch by Nico Collins.
For the rest of this one. About 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
And now a quick snap. They're going to run a rub route, but on the near side, a pass is caught on a slant as Jalen Watson tackles Hutchinson. But the Texans at 7 seconds prior to the 2-minute warning, trying to get a play maybe before the 2-minute warning. 23-12, 2:02, 2:01. 2 minutes, they get it off in time. In time, now Stroud has a chance for a play before the 2-minute warning, and he's sacked back at the 14-yard line. Another sack, the 7th of the game for Kansas City. Felix Anudike-Uzomah gets this sack. Working and staying patient, working around Laramie Tunsil. The 2-minute warning is announced in this divisional playoff game. 23-12 Kansas City, 1:57 to go. The 2-minute warning powered by Ford. Compare your vehicle at your Midwest Ford dealers. Online at buyfordnow.com. Visit them tonight. And tickets are available now at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. You can experience the home of the Chiefs all throughout the offseason. Make sure you set up your tour at Chiefs.com. But right now, at the top of the list is trying to stop this Houston Texan team that has 3rd down and 10 at the Kansas City 13-yard line.
And Mitch, you talk about this place erupting. If this Chiefs defense gets this stop right here, 3rd down and 4th down, securing this football game, this place is going to explode.
Trying to get the quick play before the 2-minute warning has backfired on Houston.
Yes.
They're only going to save 6 seconds.
Yeah, and in that circumstance, it looked like pre-snap, C.J. Stroud had already made the decision to scramble. It looked like he was drawing up a play for himself to run, and give credit to Mike Dana, Charles Omenihu, and this defense for staying disciplined with their eyes and not giving him any escape route.
23-12, Kansas City, 1:57 to go in the game. 3rd and 10 for Houston at the Kansas City 13-yard line on this drive. 22 to Hutchinson, 18 to Schultz on a controversial catch, and 17 to Collins on an incredibly athletic play by their outstanding 4th-year wide receiver. Remember, they don't have Tank Dell. He was hurt in this game on December the 21st, a serious injury. And also Stephon Diggs tore his ACL earlier in the year.
In this circumstance, you have to assume whether it's going to be a fade or a slant route. They've had the success in the middle of the field, so with the bump and run coverage by the Chiefs on the outside, you may see them try to get obviously a quick score as quickly as possible. Best way to do that would be the fade route or the slant route in the end zone. Also accomplishes getting the ball out of C.J. Stroud's hands quickly so that the pressure that is mounted up won't get to him.
And even if they don't convert here on 3rd down, you could see them kick a field goal and try an onside kick. They need 2 scores. They need a 3 and a touchdown. The Chiefs are up by 11. That's where that missed PAT, man, comes back to bite you.
Yep.
And Fairbairn missed one at the end of the 3rd quarter in the game on December the 21st. Big play here, 3rd and 10 Texans at the Kansas City 13. Tight triangle left of Stroud on the far side of the field. Takes the snap on the near side. Waits, calls another, and now he's going to call a audible. Ogunbowale, his halfback left. Stroud takes the 3rd and 10 snap. Stepping up, he's engulfed and sacked again. Karlaftis is just eating this team alive, and that is the 8th sack by Kansas City.
Timeout.
And timeout by Houston. Now they need 2 scores, and they're going to bring out Fairbairn to try to get the 3 points right here at 1:51 to go in the game. But Karlaftis has made 3 huge sacks, and they've come at big times in this game.
Yeah.
He just that time they tried to block him with the tight end mismatch.
Yeah, it's a huge, huge play by George Karlaftis. The defense really stepping up after giving up long drives early in this game, multiple third down conversions as they are helping C.J. Stroud off the field. May be questionable for a final drive if they're able to get the onside kick.
Fairbairn will try a 35-yard field goal from the near hash. He missed a 55-yarder earlier that allowed the Chiefs to use the field position to get a touchdown. Tommy Townsend holds it. Fairbairn. Blocked! It's blocked! The Chiefs blocked the field goal. Picked up on the near sideline. And hopping out of bounds with the football is Jaden Hicks. Last week it was the Texans to block a kick of the Chargers. This time the Chiefs keep the Texans off the scoreboard with a blocked field goal attempt. And it looked like it might be Justin Reed. I think Reed got it, or in the middle of that Chiefs.
See Dave Tobe on the sideline, elated.
It's Chanel again, Leo Chanel, who won the Denver game with the block-off field goal. It is Leo Chanel again to block this field goal at 1:46 to go in the game. And the Chiefs keep a 23-12 lead. And they'll have the football where Hicks danced out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Are you not entertained?
Number 76 is an eligible.
All three phases will entertain you. 7 sacks. And now a blocked field goal. The game started with a 65-yard kickoff return. And Mahomes and Kelsey in the playoffs, well, they've been Mahomes and Kelsey. And now Kareem Hunt getting ready to get dialed up. He's dialed up on the right side. Texans trying to rip the ball from him, and instead he will take a scrum of players. They're going to blow it dead at the 27. Kareem Hunt's going, wait a minute, I'm not down yet. And the final timeout will be called by Houston, and a gain for the Chiefs of short yardage up to the 28-yard line.
Wow, special teams, the third phase of the game coming through. Clutch play after clutch play.
139.
Missed field goals, extra points, blocked kicks. Opening the game with a huge return. Every phase stepping up today for the Chiefs and Dave Tobe's unit.
7 sacks. 7. 8, they're going to say 8 sacks. Am I off one? Lose count when there's so many. 8 sacks in this game. 1:39 to go in the game. The Chiefs ready to go to a knee on 2nd and 6. The Texans cannot stop the clock. And the Kansas City Chiefs trying to count this one down. The play clock is at 26:25. The game clock at 1:22 on 3rd down.
What a display of grit, resilience by this Chiefs team. All 3 phases. Not the prettiest start. They know how to finish.
All year long they've done it. 1 second on the play clock. Mahomes backs up, eats up a little more time, and goes to a knee. Now it is 4th down. And the Chiefs, though, with 4th down, have the play clock at 30, the game clock at 44. So they're not completely out of the woods here yet with a 23-12 lead, because Andy Reid is going to take this down to 1 second, I think, and use a timeout. But at running a play and not getting a first down stops the clock and would give possession to Houston, but they would be 2 scores down at that point. Andy Reid ready to call timeout. At 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, Big Red timeout.
Timeout. Kansas City, 30
Andy
seconds.
Reid zeroing in on a 300th career win. But even more impressive, a 27th playoff win. Only Bill Belichick has more at 31, and he ain't getting any more at North Carolina.
Yes. We talked about Andy Reid and his resume during the pregame show. Dan, Josh, and I, Coach of the Year honors. Always seems to escape him. Only one time in his career. You're talking about a team that's now 16-2 after coming off of 2 straight Super Bowl wins. toughest division in the AFC, toughest schedule, and here we are on the brink of hosting another AFC Championship.
Now, the Chiefs are in punt formation. The personal protector, Jaden Hicks, made sure the rookie came up to talk to James Winchester. The snap back to Ariza. The Chiefs are looking to take a safety, trying to burn up as much time as he can as Ariza, and goes out at 9 seconds. It'll be 2 points for the Texans on an intentional safety. That's what Hicks was doing, to go up and talk to Winchester to make sure the call was there. It is a 9-point lead at 9 seconds to go in the game, and the Chiefs will have a free kick now. But one thing we haven't talked about is Jaden Hicks has been the personal protector all year. Now, you know what that role is like. That is the quarterback of the punt team. I think it's easy to overlook what Hicks has meant to this team and the punt unit.
And the confidence that he's displayed, it's gotten greater and greater in that circumstance. And you can tell they've practiced that, Mitch. Hindsight being 2020, I'd tackle everybody on the field. Take intentional penalty. You're going to run out the end zone anyway. You might have squeezed off another 3 or 4 seconds. Ariza could have just stood at the pylon. You just tackle everybody. The penalty does not stop the clock. That's a learning opportunity. That's a veteran. They don't know that yet, but we're not going to criticize too much. It's great execution, and you talk about Jaden Hicks. Man, I've been impressed by that young man. Shamari Connor going down, Jaden Hicks coming in on the defense, making big plays, leading the team in interceptions. And now we just got to execute this kickoff from the 20. Not allow, well, we're up by 9 points. So
in 11 seconds, they put 2 seconds back on the clock. And Houston, if they decide to, we'll see where Butker puts this. This is a free kick from the 20-yard line after the intentional safety taken by Matt Ariza. Kansas City 23 and the Houston Texans 14. Damian Pierce and Xavier Hutchinson are back for the Texans. The kick is away, spinning. It was going to bounce and be picked up by Pierce. 15 to the 20. He stops, time burning up, and he's going to go down at 7 seconds. And the Houston Texans, down 9, are going to get a chance to snap the football here. A celebration has begun, but until there's zeros on the clock in a divisional playoff game, you don't celebrate too soon. We have seen Kelsey be playoff Kelsey, Pat be playoff Pat. 8 sacks by the Chiefs defense. And the Chiefs are backing up. Stroud, who limped off the field after the last play on offense, is going to take a knee and surrender. I've never seen this one.
Yeah.
Surrender down 9. There's no way he can do it, but if you...
You can do
all right,
otherwise.
so the Texans just take a knee.
Limp quarterback. You don't want to put him in
safety,
jeopardy.
man.
Tip your cap
that cost a lot of people some money.
Effort, but a great win for the Chiefs.
The Kansas
Only
City
gamble
Chiefs
what
are
you can afford to lose,
to the
chat.
AFC
Let this be
Championship
a lesson
game
to you.
for a remarkable 7th consecutive year.
But absolutely, the Chiefs, 7 years in a row, they've been in the AFC Championship game. Chiefs fatigue? For me, hell yeah. But your final from whatever they're calling Arrowhead these days is 23-14, the Chiefs with the victory. Yeah, some people had parlay bets for a safety, huh? It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy, this shit. That's why I don't do it no more, y'all. I very rarely bet on sports. Because you literally get to watch your heart get ripped out. And it's not like it's even your team most of the time, right? I've never met a rich gambler, says John. All right, y'all. So I'm going to have to get off this stream and redo my setup for the night game. It's probably going to be like quarter till by the time I'm back up. Maybe next year we'll win a Super Bowl. Yeah, not likely. I've never bet on sports. Oh, I have. When it first became legal in Arizona, I did really well with all the free money they gave out. Really well. And then now I can't win a bet. I've seen the Vegas Matt videos, Thomas. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Good night, Gracie, if you're not going to watch the next one. Thank you to everybody. Ricardo for donating the membership. Bodo for dropping it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot in the super chats. But next up on the channel, y'all, next up, we got them Commanders at Ford Field to take on the Lions. We'll see you in just a few, y'all. Thank you so much for being here on Valhalla Sports Talk.